Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay, I have one
Let's
Zucio on the name.
Let's try though. Let's still try.
Mic check. Hello there, my name is Kevin, aka Toying Around. I'm a toy collector, toy photographer, and sometimes toy reviewer. How's everyone doing today? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, you know what day it is. You're watching Unboxing Thursdays. I've got a huge pile of toys. Normally I open toys. Today is going to be a little bit different. Hence, I'm trying to freestyle this intro and it's not working. But I've got a huge pile of stuff unopened. And this stream is a weekly push for me to unbox things, get rid of all these clunky boxes, and so we can make space for more toys. And this is a weekly wrap session with some of my friends in the collecting community, and we all discuss the different aspects of this hobby. We all we all do different things in life, and we all came to toys from different routes, but you know, we're all cross at one point. So it's an interesting story, interesting journey for everyone. So whether you're tuning in live, you're catching up later on your way into work or something, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here every week, and share with your friends, let everyone know that we're on right now, and consider subscribing with the notifications on. And all of that really does help. Make sure I'm not muted. All of that makes it does make a difference in helping the channel grow with the almighty YouTube algorithm. And also shout out to everyone who is watching right now on the stream on Twitch. I'm trying to expand and get more viewers everywhere, so it's on Twitch as well. So if you have Twitch, it's twitch.tv/toyingaround. Consider giving it a follow over there. Last week, episode 50 was with Eric Ko, the chief of operations from Udon Entertainment. It was a great watch. It was really entertaining for me because you know, he just had a lot of great stories about his career in this industry. So make sure you catch that later on. Every Monday, I do the Bad Batch catch up, where we review the previous Friday's episode of the Bad Batch with my friends Yoko and Paul. Yeah, win or lose, I like to do the mic check in the middle of the audio, so I make sure you guys are actually listening. Today, I'm very excited. I've got something saved up for a while now, so I'm very excited for this one. Opening something new, some cards, because my guest this evening is a big fan of collecting cards as well. So I thought, who better than to save this box for? You might have seen him on Disney Plus's Marvel 616. You probably recognize him from the Hasbro events for Marvel. He's a senior marketing manager, fellow collector, and a fan also, Mr. Ryan Ting. How are you, sir?
Whoa, hello. Hey, Kevin. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being on. I know it's weird. It might be weird for everyone not seeing Dwight and Dan pop up afterwards.
They're in the back. I have them in the next room. They're waiting.
You kicked them out?
Yeah.
Have you been, man?
I've been good. It's been you know, it's always busy. Marvel keeps us busy. Collecting keeps us all busy.
Yes.
So things are good. How are you?
I think myself and everyone watching are very familiar with how busy Marvel and Hasbro are keeping us in terms of new merch that we want to look out for. But real quick, I want to let everyone know who's watching tonight or later on. Well, later on you won't have any input, but if you're watching live tonight, Ryan's just here to hang out. We're just collectors. We're just going to open up some stuff. This isn't like a official Hasbro Q&A or anything, so I hope you guys can just sit back and you know, leave some comments, relax, enjoy. But you know, just check your expectations at the door. This isn't like a I guess Hasbro company event. We're just hanging out. He's going to open up some cards. We're going to open up some cards. So I hope everyone who's here is enjoying that. I have my friends, moderators here tonight. Troy, DK, Jack. I believe you're there. If not, yeah, we'll wing it. So thanks, guys. Ryan, real quick, I gave you a nice short introduction. What can you tell people about yourself?
Yeah, so I guess really quick, yeah, just first, we're not trying to step on the Hasbro Pulse's toes here, so no reveals or anything, but you guys know where to find all that great info. But yeah, just an intro about me. I do work for Hasbro. I'm a senior manager, global product development for the Marvel Legends line. I've been with Hasbro for 8 years now, almost. It's kind of crazy. But been on Marvel for the past couple. But really, lucky to end up at Hasbro doing what I love, and we'll kind of get into it. But I'm a lifelong collector and just kind of comic nerd, like the rest of us, from growing up with trading cards, comics, TV shows, toys, of course, throughout life, and then into adulthood. So, and really ended up in the perfect spot, bringing a lot of that passion and just kind of built-in knowledge about collecting and my own POV on stuff. And I'm fortunate to get to help make some of the things that I have loved acquiring for myself all throughout the years. And so you can see from my background behind me, it's a lot of figures, a lot of cards, as we'll get into. But yeah, so that's the basic spiel. Overall, I'm a mint on card collector, but Kevin, thank you for helping me with this opportunity to do some unboxing. I feel like it's a 12-step program for me. I have to start slow and then work up to the big things because I'm not really used to it. I like to clutter the toy room with all these packages, so we'll try to make a dent tonight.
That's I tried to cover that in the intro. Ryan, if you take the stuff out, you just space them on the shelf, then you can buy more stuff. That's
true.
That's what I delude myself into thinking. I want to thank everyone who's watching right now. Really cool to have you guys here. There's a lot of people here, but I just have like a little bit of limited time with Ryan. But shout outs to everyone who's watching. I see people from the Tuesday crew, Butter Nation, everybody. This is fantastic, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Ryan, since it is unboxing Thursdays, what kind of stuff do you have to open today? Maybe you can show the people and maybe whatever, show us whatever you're most excited to open.
Yeah, so we were chatting. I was telling you how I found some 1995 Overpower Series 1 cards at a local shop here in Rhode Island. I had never seen these before. These are the 17 card boosters, apparently, but they were like $2 each at the shop, and they had a stack of them, so I grabbed the whole stack.
Can you hold it up?
Yeah, so this is what we're dealing with here. 17 cards. It says 1995. Overpower was this collectible card game, kind of riding the wave of Magic and Pokemon and those kinds of things. And I actually have a bunch of cards, but I've never actually physically played a game with anyone. I tried to learn the rules on my own, and the game is built around all these characters who have these power ratings, very similar to some of the early trading card sets, and so I just gravitated towards that. You can kind of assume what cards are the more powerful ones. There are some cards that says 1 per deck on the bottom of it, so you know that those are the best cards. And then,
come on, let's go.
Yeah, and then after, I looked up some checklists online, and there are different rarities, which I'm not too familiar with, but I have a bunch of these. And then just for you and your viewers, I went out on eBay and found a good deal on some 1992 loose X-Men Series 1 packs. I do have a bunch of sealed boxes, but as we know, with the explosion of sports cards and collectibles in general, those boxes have skyrocketed in price, so I don't foresee myself opening them anytime soon. But if I can get a couple of loose packs here and there, then we'll kind of consider that. So yeah, I have some of those to open. And then some toys just behind me, things that maybe you might not know that I like and I'm into, from Ninja Turtles to Transformers to some wrestling figure I got there. So I've got my scissors and razor blade ready to go. I realized like two minutes before we started that you need those kinds of things to actually open stuff. So I ran and got them.
You're a true professional, for sure. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I need something to open this with. Well, you do have Stormbreaker in the background. I'm assuming is that like movie quality? Maybe it's metallic and sharp.
It's heavy. and it's loud. Sharp, not so much. We do have to pass our quality assurance test there for the Marvel Legends safety. But no, yeah, if these these tools fail me, I will turn to Stormbreaker, and then maybe the Lightning will help with the opening.
I think you'll be good. You have yeah. So people in the chat, of all the stuff that Ryan has there that he mentioned, let us know what you want him to open first. What you want to see him open first. What are you most excited about, Ryan?
Probably the Transformer stuff. I have a new Johnny Gargano Elite in his Wolverine gear that just came a day or two ago from Amazon. So hot off the heels of his steel cage match this week on NXT. Johnny's actually a big collector. You should try to get him on this show. He's a huge collector himself.
I don't really know any of those words you just said because I don't.
all the wrestling fans in the chat, please chime in. But yeah, he's a WWE wrestler on the NXT brand, and he's a really cool guy. Very good wrestler, very, very awesome collector. So I thought I'd crack that figure open for sure tonight. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds cool. Well, again, I don't know if I said it before, but again, thank you so much for coming on, taking the time out, and selecting some stuff to open with me. I think people in the chat we see you all the time on the Hasbro events, and I think the Marvel Legends team is probably like the best out of all the different reveals. In terms of the like interaction of the team, you guys seem like more natural. So I think people like to see more of you and what kind of stuff you're into personally, not just because they only see you talk Marvel stuff or just posting GIFs on Twitter if they follow you. So it's cool to see more of what you're into. I love Ninja Turtles myself as well.
Who's your favorite turtle?
Growing up, it was Michelangelo, but then now as an adult, and I'm more sarcastic, I would say Raphael.
Yeah.
How about you?
That's what I've got here. I'm Raphael all the way. I can see the arguments people make for 3 of the 4. Those Leonardo fans though, I don't get you. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's too vanilla. He's the leader and he's got the swords. That's the most traditional thing. Come on.
Do you
I might make some enemies with that statement, but that's how I feel, and I feel strongly about it.
It's okay. In terms like of hot takes, that wasn't like the spiciest one. Everyone has their own thing, right? So which one do you have back there? Super 7 Raphael?
Yeah, I have the Ultimate Raphael from Wave 1. So I've ordered every single wave. I think the first 2 waves have shipped. Wave 3 is about to, but I've opened 0 of them so far. So, but I'll start with my favorite one.
Sweet. Well, yeah, I have Yoko watching from Twitch. She's from Super 7, so I'm sure she's happy to hear that. Dan Who says, Donatello does machines. Absolutely. 796 Studio says, Kev, you're so Leo. Mods, can you please ban that guy? No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to show you what I have. You've been on the Toy Migos, one of their episodes, right? I think it was one of the Quickie Minis. And Dario from the Toy Migos, super nice. He's like, hey, Kev, I heard you were looking for the Legends Katie. Sent this to me completely like just as a gift. What a nice dude. He wouldn't let me send him his money. So it was super generous. Thank you, Dario. And luckily it arrived just in time. You know, it's Asian Heritage Month. I got Ryan on here. Very excited for this. And to add it to my Shang-Chi figures, I got this today. I don't know if we have time for this. This is Kit from Fortnite, and it's also like a transformable robo bodysuit. I don't play Fortnite, but this thing is badass. Do you play any games, Ryan? Are you a gamer?
I am not a gamer. Unfortunately, I feel like I was last a gamer in college, which would have been on the GameCube for all us old fogies out there.
College was GameCube? Shoot, I might be older.
I mean, that was the last system I seriously played. But I'm really loving these arcade 1-up cabinets. I have the Ninja Turtles one. I just got the X-Men versus Street Fighter, partially because it has the X-Men Mutant Apocalypse from the SNES.
Oh my gosh.
So those are my two. And then they announced they're going to do the Konami one, the Konami X-Men game, right? So I'm sure I'll be getting that. And then I'm getting the itch for the Mortal Kombat cabinet because I played a lot of Mortal Kombat in the arcades as well.
Man, so you're gonna have a whole collection of cabinets and your figures and everything, and you have a Prime to the first cabinet as well.
Yeah, that was a Christmas gift. It was a gift from Dan, from Dan Yoon. So everyone go follow him on Twitter for his general commentary on everything. Dan is the social media maven of the Legends team. But yeah, Dan was nice enough to get me that Prime Konami diorama cabinet.
Nice. Yeah. Yes, we're all very excited for Prime. Yeah, but Dario sent that Katie figure over. Also sent over included this beer. What do you call? Do you call it? They have it listed as a beer koozie on their website. I thought it was called a cozy, or is that trademarked? I don't know, but you can get that on the Toy Migos website right now. Keep your drinks cool. So I saved these cards because I knew you were going to be on. Well, I was hoping you were going to be on in the event that it would happen. I don't want to sound so confident, but I have these from Mezco. They have D Amazing's artwork. They put it on a trading card set for one of the Mezco's releases. I have one pack of TMNT 2 movie cards. I don't know why I have one or where I got it. I might have found it or at a show. My comic shop had these. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I'm a YouTube streamer. Good job, Kevin. These are like a free giveaway pack of cards that I got at my local comic shop. I guess they're promo items. I got it from my local shop, Heroes World. So shout outs to John. It's an awesome shop here, and they're like, yeah, just take a set. I'm like, hey, this is going to be perfect for my guests next week. Did they actually ban Mario on YouTube because he's on Twitch right now? The mods are really, I love it. They're trigger happy. No, and this is, I posted a picture of these, and a lot of people are asking me, oh, like, you kept that? You kept that? I'm like, no, this is from 2021. These are new. Marvel Ages by Upper Deck. And this is a hobby box. It's like 140 Canadian or something. I got it from NMC Toys. And some of the inserts are weird. Like, it'll give you, if you get these special ones, they have coins from the year that the comic came out. And so if the comic came out in the year and it cost 12 cents, there's like 12 cents framed into a card. But I don't know what that's about. But I'm very excited to open those. I don't know. I think I'll open one of these card packs first. What are you going to go with, Ryan?
I'll probably start with the Overpower, but why don't you kick it off? I think you probably the TMNT one. What year was that? That was probably early night if it's the second movie, right? The first movie was 89.
1991 Mirage Studios.
All right, so yeah, that's the oldest one, I think.
Oh, we're going chronological? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I was at a show sometime and they sold like a set of the first movie Turtle cards in 2 like packs, but they had like all the even, like they were non-sequential. So you got like half the set in one box and half the set in another. And so I bought both of them and then collated them together and then put them in a binder somewhere, and now I have no idea where they are. But it was really fun to do for the first series pack. So and then they had, I don't know if that series had stickers. I'm trying to remember.
Well, this one is 8 cards and a sticker. Thankfully, no gum. I'm gonna get started with that. You're also a Turtle fan. How did you? What was the first property? I guess when you're a kid, you don't think of it as a property, but what's the first kind of like comic cartoony thing that really caught your eye? Or the earliest you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, it would probably have to be Star Wars. Whoa, the best one.
That's the sticker right off the top. All right, that's the show, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, so it would probably, for me, it would have been like the Star Wars movies, just watching them on VHS. And then probably like, I don't have my history exactly down packed, but it's like the He-Man and Transformers kind of would have been maybe the first.
Nice. Oh, so we're pretty much like the same era, same generation of stuff. That's pretty cool. So, but what about your earliest favorite toy? Did you have one that you just brought with you everywhere?
I don't know that I was one of those kids who like always left the house with the toy, but one of the ones that is my go-to example, which I actually have behind me here, is my G1 Rodimus Prime. So I actually have the newest Studio Series Rodimus. Maybe we'll get to that later, but that's kind of one of my go-to answers.
Oh yeah, my friend DK saw that in the background. Terrence says VHS. It's like a really big cassette tape for movies for people who don't know. And
you
using that
rewind it.
explanation,
Yeah.
then I have to explain what a cassette tape is. But it's a movie tape. These are pretty cool. I don't recall having most of these cards. It's possible I didn't even have any of this set. I know I have most of the cartoon set from the TV show. I love these because you can stick them, and on the back they make a poster once you put them in your binder with a single 3x3. Winger Lou says that's a pretty minty looking G1. Do you have like most of your collection saved?
Yeah, so my parents, when they sold the house that we kind of grew up in and they moved into a smaller apartment in the city, I went back home for the summer and just like made sure they didn't throw anything out.
Yeah.
Right? So I
get you.
gathered everything up. And so I have most of the G1 Transformers that I played with somewhere in my house now. And so I pulled out my G1 Rodimus there and Cup from the movie. I don't know where their blasters are, unfortunately. But yeah, those are the ones I actually played with.
That's actually pretty impressive because most of the toys I played with are you need those decal kits for all of them to restore them. DK says VHS is short for Video Home System. Okay, that's a straight copy and paste from Wikipedia because he has the bookmarks. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go. What's next in terms of year? Overpower?
No, I think it'd be the X-Men ones. So we want to do this here. All right.
Do you want to? I don't want you to feel pressure.
Let's go for it. What do we want to do? Purple or teal first?
How complete is your collection of that set?
Very, very complete. I have several complete sets. So for me, when I open these, it's about the nostalgia factor and it's about the lifelong quest to pull a Jim Lee autograph, which I've never seen one in real life, or actually I've never even seen one like on a YouTube like video. Right. Apparently they were autographed by Jim Lee, and there's some kind of like stamp. There's like a certain stamp on it for like that's how you can tell if it's legit or not. But
wow, yeah,
who knows? One day maybe, right? Maybe today.
Dan Hoot says purple because for the best Donatello, Clockwork Orgy purple, Troy purple. Mr.
Right, so let's
says
the
Donatello one. I think purple is the winner.
So for all you fellow fans of cards, we know this is the Impel. You know, before Impel was bought by Skybox. 1992. This is X-Men Series 1. There was earlier card sets. There were some comic images sets. There was like a Wolverine set. There was an X-Men set. But these were the cards that I think really did it for a lot of people. So we're going to open this guy. And when you're opening these packs, if you are careful, it has the explanations of the power ratings on the inside.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Do we remember this?
Yes.
So, yeah. So if I carefully do this, what do we got there? Energy and mental powers. Explanation.
I remember how infuriating it was to open that and like I rip it by accident. And I'm trying to read it.
So we were talking earlier. I watch like Magic. Like I play Magic the Gathering and still do. So I watch some like Magic pack opening videos and sports card videos. So I'm gonna try to do this like they do it, right? So like we have here. Oh, Allies Imperial Guard.
Oh, and you're reading the
Okay.
reflection. Okay, that's cool. You almost look like a magician. Like, is this your card? Is this your card?
Not
There
bad.
you go. Deadpool.
Not bad. Deadpool.
I'm just gonna make you full screen. Nobody needs to see me.
I'll go a little faster here.
We're in no hurry.
Upstarts. Where can I get rid of the reflection? Okay, Upstarts. Ooh, Multiple Man.
Nice.
He did not rate very highly, but he's cool. By the way, fighting ability was my favorite thing. So Deadpool 7 maximum. We got here Mojo. Cool. And then last we have Shadowcat, one of my favorite X-Men characters. So yeah, there we have it. That was good. A lot of people. Do you follow how like people are going crazy with like graded cards, and it's actually traversed into the comic realm. So some of these X-Men first series, but more so the first Marvel Universe series, the 1990 series, I believe, with like the white borders.
Okay.
People, if you go to eBay and look at like the graded listings, like a Gem Mint 10 from PSA, which is one of the graded companies, are like thousands of dollars. So
jeez,
it's kind of a bubble. People are kind of going crazy, but like, I'm sure this Deadpool card here in a 10 would fetch a lot. So I'm going to try to put it in one of these sleeves.
Well, you didn't wear any like laboratory technician gloves to handle
No,
that.
I didn't. So yeah, that was the first pack. How did people like that? I can't really see the comments, so I don't know.
I actually had a pack of sleeves here that I kept.
I know we're such cool guys. I've got I for the longest time, right? If you're a serious collector, you just get real legit supplies like this. But before I did, you're scrounging around looking for spare top loaders, and then they've got you're looking through the old ones, and they've got the price stickers, and you're trying to peel that off, and like a little kid. So we're serious card collectors. So you have to have your standard equipment there.
Look at these. These are so old. I bought these at Silver Snail. I don't know how long ago, but they were $1, so they're kind of starting to yellow. This was probably my favorite set growing up. 95 Fleer Ultra X-Men. Just the artwork on here. It was just. This is one of the few complete sets that I have.
That's 95. Yes, 95, right?
Yeah, 95.
Yeah.
It always bothered me that Albert, I know it goes alphabetically, but like in terms of character, this like weird Frankenstein Wolverine was the first card.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they could have
there was a lot
started with Apocalypse, but they were like, no, we're gonna go Albert.
Yeah, we'll just keep Albert in there too. We'll keep Apocalypse second. Man,
I have all my binders underneath a bunch of junk on the shelf down there. But
Flair, Marvel. These are like the super thick cards. What did you collect when you were young? Like, was it everything for cards?
So I think my like heyday years of collecting were from probably that 92 set. That X-Men set was the first set that I started buying packs of, like in bulk. And then we got to, that was 93. Marvel Universe Series 3. That came out when I was still in the pack buying phase, so I have a lot of those. And I probably went through to like 94, 95 when it was just buying tons of packs. But then it's almost like at this point now, right, we've spent more years of our life collecting as an adult and going to shows and hitting up the card vendors, eBay, than the 2 or 3 years you were really into it as a kid. Like if you actually think about how much time you spent on it. But that was my start here. It was, I've told this story before, I think, but it's like, me and this one other friend in whatever grade we were in 1992, elementary school, and it would be such a big deal if you got to go to the local card shop in our town and get a couple of packs. And it's like that level of joy when you don't have a set and you're just a little kid and every new character you get is the coolest thing. I remember we were on the same bus route. So one day, like either a pickup or drop off, like I was like reading his lips. He was screaming from the sidewalk, like I got a Wolverine, and it was the biggest thing, right? Because neither of us had Wolverine yet from this set, and it was like, oh my god, he got a Wolverine. Let alone like holograms. We probably didn't even know holograms existed yet. It was all just about getting the new characters.
His head would have exploded. Oh, there's the 80s baby right there. Thank you for the super chat. He says, used to love collecting the X-Men and TMNT cards when I was younger. Still buy some here and there when Zap Comics has them. FYI, don't eat the gum. I mean, that gum wasn't really chewable back then. So I'm sure right now it would probably chip my tooth if I had one. But thank you for the super chat. There was one earlier. I think I missed it. Blake, I think it was Blake when we were doing the intro. But thank you for that. I'm going to have to go catch up on that later. The Spider-Man ones, I had a whole ton of... Dude, when I used to go to the Blue Jays game with my dad, and then they would have vending machines with baseball cards and Marvel cards and Pogs. I would buy majority of my cards at the baseball game of all places, or the local community center. This is all overpower mission cards. Nobody cares about those. Those are all over the house. I had this binder ready. We've gone through the binder on the show a few months ago, and it was a disaster. I think it was the Enabler's first 6-hour episode. But you don't have to worry. We're not going to do that. This Spider-Man one, 94.
Yeah, for some reason I missed. I guess I wasn't a big dedicated Spider-Man fan, so I kind of completely missed that set. When we did one of our first quarantine Pulse live streams, we were revealing some Spider-Man items, I think. So I went on eBay and I got a bunch of those 94 packs, and I was opening them. And it's a really cool set. But I don't know if I'll be able to get many boxes of those at this point, but maybe I'll pick up a set at some time.
The first page is all of his powers, and it's all in like a connected panel onto one sheet. And I'm missing a whole bunch of them, man. And like Spidey costumes. We have, yeah, man. There's a lot of awesome stuff. But how did you go?
When they do that in the 9-page pop, like the 9 layout, like the Danger Room set, kind of in the 92 X-Men, and then taking that into Spider-Man, taking that into the Marvel Universe Series 4, I want to say, where all the characters made a complete scene.
Yeah. Oh, Laser Pants is in the house. He says he must have joined late because you were talking about your wrestling figure earlier. He said, "Do I see a wrestling figure in Ryan's collection? Is that just the only one that you have, the one you were talking about, or do you collect them?"
So yeah, so I grew up as a kid, a big wrestling fan. You know, I was a little older once we got to the Attitude Era and all that. But actually never got into like collecting wrestling toys like for the longest. And then just recently I picked up a few. So yes, Laser Pants. That is a Johnny Gargano Elite. That is his new NXT Takeover, I think is it called. He's got the Wolverine inspired gear. And Johnny, he's obviously a great wrestler, but he's actually a big collector of comics and toys, action figures and everything. So I thought I would honor him by opening his new Elite figure there. So I have a couple, right? I maybe have like under 10, but we'll see where that goes.
Cool. Do you want to open the other pack?
Yeah, let's do it. So Teal, you're up. There was one I was watching a YouTube video of a guy did a box break of the X-Men set, and he has his setup. Hey Dan. There are other toys, believe it, guys. Legends is the best. There are other toys.
What's up, Dan?
So this guy is doing an opening on YouTube, and he has the camera set up like you have, where you can kind of see what he's opening. And
right.
Because as we see these cards, when you open it, you see the back of the card first. Immediately, anyone who knows the set knew he opened a hologram because you know from the back, like
right.
Just the back layout. And he didn't realize it, obviously. And then he just kept talking about other stuff. And the whole time I was just sitting there screaming, like, you opened a hologram. And then he flipped it over. So he showed it, but he didn't see it. Then he flipped it over. And then so the hologram's the last card. And then he went through the whole pack. And everyone knew he had a hologram, but this guy didn't know he had the hologram. So anyways, that made me go crazy. But so we've got Dark Phoenix, we've got Polaris,
Hold on, let me get Dan's comment out of here.
we've got
So we can see.
Caliban, Forge, oops, X-Force. Interesting card to pull. We showed off 2 of these characters at FanFest.
Yes.
Domino and Cannonball there. Interesting. And then
You got.
Proteus here. So,
Sorry,
yeah.
what was the last one?
Proteus?
Oh yes, the guy who's just
Yeah.
energy.
He's got a 7 energy projection.
He's
very-
all energy.
Very energetic. Yeah, so there we go. That was fun. Didn't get a Gambit, or a hologram, but did get a Deadpool. I think that was a key pull for us tonight. Deadpool.
Nice. In the top loader. What holograms do you already have?
I have all of them. Like my favorite one from this set is the X-Men Blue Team hologram. I think my least favorite one, collecting them as a kid, was probably Cable. Just because it was like it's an interesting angle. He's kind of like jumping. And yeah, but I really loved the Gambit, loved the Wolverine. The Magneto one was incredible too. The Magneto hologram, there's a promo version of it out there, as we know. I believe it was, I want to say it's like Advanced Comics or something, some distributor on the back. They were giving them away. So that's a fun like promo Magneto hologram if you guys are into that.
That's awesome. So what's the story? What's the journey from collecting cards with your friends to getting into the toy industry? I know that's a huge jump, but like what's like the main point in that journey?
Just like 28 years or something. I don't know. But so it was the trading cards, and then I discovered the X-Men 92 cards kind of on my own, or like, with friends at the time. And then there was a kid in the neighborhood, a couple houses down. He's older than me, but he was a big trading card collector too. And he had like all the old sets. So he went back to Marvel Universe Series 1. And so he gave me some of his extras. And so that kind of reinforced it. And then it was just the X-Men cartoon show, the animated series on Fox Kids. And then that led to the Toy Biz toys, which I have a bunch of and fondly remember. And then, just to X-Men comics, and then flash forward to, I'm old enough now to like, I have a car towards the end of high school and I can drive around and just toy hunt myself wherever I want at any time. So that was kind of, that's like early, like 2000, maybe the year 2000, 2001, maybe. So, just picking up stuff whenever I could there. And then went to business school to do marketing and wanted to do brand management just kind of as a field, as a career change. And then I went to school out in LA at USC. Go Trojans. Just kidding. I'm not really a big USC sports fan. But no, the USC Marshall Business School, went there and then was doing some recruiting at the time. And there was a bunch of local businesses right out in Los Angeles, from like Taco Bell to Nestle to Neutrogena, Johnson & Johnson, and Mattel was one of the companies that had recruited at USC amongst the other LA business schools. So I went to some kind of networking events there, and I was like, whoa, I never considered this, that I could do what I want to do, but do it in toys. Like, that's really cool. And I know Mattel had and still does have the WWE license. And although I wasn't a WWE toy collector, I obviously knew a lot about just kind of the being a fan of wrestling. Right. So I could talk intelligently about that kind of stuff and collecting in general. I grew up with He-Man toys like way back when. So I like networked with them, and I really wanted to get an internship at Mattel, kind of the summer marketing internship. But for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And I was pretty devastated, to be honest, like, because I was doing so much research. I was poring over like analyst reports, Morgan Stanley analyst reports, so I could talk about their third quarter revenue and all this and that. And maybe I was like, maybe I scared them off. Maybe I came on a little strong. I'll never know.
Too enthusiastic?
Yeah, I guess. So I didn't get that, but ended up getting some other internships in the toy industry. So then, long story short, networked my way. And then right after I graduated, there was an offer to join Hasbro to do marketing, to come back to New England. So Hasbro is headquartered in Rhode Island.
Right.
And I grew up in Massachusetts. So it's very close by. So it was kind of nice to come back home. So we moved back to Rhode Island, and I started at Hasbro in 2013. And I was working on the Monopoly brand, which is a huge board game, right? The number one family game. Hasbro does so many great things with it, especially now. They're like really innovating on the classic play pattern. But back in 2013, they were just coming off of the token vote. If anyone remembers that, it was a big deal at the time because they took the standard 8, I want to say, Monopoly tokens, and they were going to do a vote. And the one that got the least amount of votes would be removed from the game. So I'm pretty sure that the iron lost, right? And then it was replaced with the cat. So that was when I was coming on, and we were doing a lot of those kinds of things.
Oh, the iron was terrible.
I would have thought the thimble would have lost. I don't know.
No, the thimble as a kid is so much fun because you can put it on your finger, right?
True,
that was
true. Maybe the boot. I don't know.
What's that?
The boot. Do people like the boot?
The boot was cool. Obviously, the car was the most desired. That I don't know.
Yeah.
1920s.
Definitely. The Roadster or the dog.
Yes.
Was great. And then, so yeah, I had the opportunity just kind of by chance that a position opened up on the Marvel brand in 2015, and I moved on over, and it's been a crazy ride ever since. And us and you guys, like the longtime Marvel Legends collectors, Hasbro took the license in 2007, did a couple of kind of like transition years using some of the old Toy Biz tooling, and then they actually, the 6-inch line went away for a few years as Hasbro focused on the Marvel Universe 3 3/4-inch scale, and then they relaunched the 6-inch Marvel Legends with the return of Marvel Legends in 2012, 2013, and then it slowly started to ramp up. 2014 was the big year. It was the first year that they did proper movie branded Legends. So that was the year that had Amazing Spider-Man 2, Captain America: Winter Soldier, and Guardians of the Galaxy. And then, so that was kind of in the current Legends packaging structure that we're still in today. That was like the first time it launched that year. So when I came on in 2015, we were coming off of that. 2015 stuff that was Age of Ultron year was planned, and then the first line I started working on was the 2016 line, and I've been on my Marvel Legends ever since.
That's awesome, man. It's a good thing you didn't go for that Taco Bell internship in the beginning.
Yeah, that was crazy. So they hosted a visit day for the MBA intern class, and so I drove down. I believe they're in Irvine, I want to say, their headquarters. And so yeah, got to go to Taco Bell headquarters and sit through a day there. Walked through the test kitchen where they test out recipes and stuff. That was pretty crazy. Did a bunch of those. Did it at Mattel, Taco Bell, at Nestle. So yeah, that was fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I probably would have been like, oh man, free tacos all the time, and then immediately regret my decision.
Yeah.
Do you have any of these Hildebrandt wave of X-Men cards? Marvel masterpieces?
Not those ones. I have a couple. I have a set of the original, the Just Go Marvel Masterpiece Series 1 with the Hulk on the box. But this was one of the later sets. So no, I did not collect this one, but those look great.
They do, and they did the right thing by putting Apocalypse as the first card for this set.
No Albert.
Someone said Albert was popping in the 90s.
Toy Biz did an Albert X-Men figure.
Right.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's devoted enough time to Albert this evening. Everyone who's watching right now, hope you guys are happy to see Ryan here to come hang out with us, open some toys. You know, he's a toy collector like us as well. Go ahead if you are enjoying this right now. Go ahead, hit a thumbs up. What are you going to open next?
What do we want to do? Do we want to go more cards?
It's up. Oh yeah, maybe open one of those 17 pack over.
Okay,
17 card overpower packs.
And I know nothing about overpower, so this will be fun.
I played with two of my childhood friends, and we basically made up. We went off the regular rules, and then we changed some things around because it was too confusing. But it was pretty fun, and they ended up making like DC. I think they made image sets. They kept adding new sets to missions, events. So it was pretty awesome. Mario's using this as a. This is not a trading board. Does someone need a box of 94 Marvel Masterpiece?
All right,
Laser Pants says, open the HasLab Sentinel. When you held up that giant box on the events, was your wife in your presence in that room?
No, she comes up here from every couple of days and just kind of shakes her head, and it reminds me that I promised to clean it up
or make sure you're still alive.
Yeah, yeah. So I have my work cut out for me for some spring cleaning.
Has she seen that HasLab Sentinel box?
She has, yeah. She helped. So I don't know, some behind the scenes. So my wife, she's a very talented photographer. So when there's like good-looking pictures on my Instagram, that's because she very graciously helps me with them.
Did she stage them for you?
Yeah, I kind of have. I like to say I contribute the vision to it, and then she executes it and edits it. And then so when there's kind of a junky looking picture that was snapped very quickly, then that was all me. Then you can kind of tell what's what. So 17 cards. We've got a square cornered fatal attraction. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. We all remember that. The
mission control event card.
Yeah, I don't know how the mission cards work, but they have square corners and they're like your traditional cards. This is from Fatal Attractions when Wolverine had the adamantium ripped out of him by Magneto. Pretty rude of him. And then we've got, I guess, 16 overpower cards. So we've got a Rhino character card. Pretty strong guy.
Oh, so these are old. It only has the 3. Later on, they added the intellect power as well.
Oh, I don't know what does this say? This is a 6/4 strength attack. For Rhino?
For Rhino.
Oh, this is a nice
Thank you for another super chat. He says, I really enjoyed going to HasCon. Any chance that returns in the future? I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully. Yeah,
so HasCon was Hasbro's own Comic-Con in 2017. Thank you for coming to that. That was right down the road from the office in Providence, Rhode Island. And it was super fun to work. It was kind of funny because those marketers and designers on brands like Star Wars, Marvel, Transformers, we would go out to San Diego every year. So we were well acquainted with how to run and work a convention. But HasCon was the chance for everyone in the company to volunteer or to be voluntold that they had to work the event. So I think it was eye-opening to a lot of our colleagues on just the scale and the sheer amount of crowds and just the excitement. You've got the crazy hardcore fans, and then you've got the families coming through, which was great to see. Right. So that was really uplifting for the whole company. We had some fun guests. The Marvel team had Stan Lee come, and we had James Gunn as well. So we got to do some panels with them. That was really fun. And hopefully there will be another HasCon. I think it's probably not going to be anytime soon, just given everything going on. But at least we did it once, and now we know what's involved to do it again. So we've got Colossus here in his Acolytes outfit. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, the Colossus. I never know which way to turn it. The Colossus power card. What does it say? Okay, attack mode on teammate is now made on Colossus, who may defend it. That's very valiant of Colossus. And we've got another one here, another power card. What's next? Oh, wow, we got the whole Colossus set here. That's good collating, Fleer.
I like that. It's good that you get the hero card and then you get some of their cards as well, so you don't have to go collect it from another pack or something.
That's right. So this is a 7 fighting attack But he is only a 4 fighting normally, so this lets him do one really juiced up
Right.
fighting attack. Is how I'm interpreting the rules, Kevin. You let me know if that's right.
I think you had to block it with an equal value of the same attack. So I think you have to use 7 strength. I don't remember. It's been like, geez, I don't even want to say how many years. But yeah, shout outs to 80s Baby. He's the one who hooked me up with this. Marvel Legends Katie.
Iron Man.
Sweet.
Heard of him before. Another Iron Man card.
Oh, you got a Carnage?
We've got a Carnage attack. I'll move a little faster. We've got a Sabretooth, 7 strength. We've got a generic 3 strength attack. We've got who's this? Silver Surfer. Cool.
Great art on all those cards too. You have the luxury of collecting a card game and like just great looking artwork.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was into it honestly, because clearly I don't know how to play, but you got a Doom. We've got a Spider Woman, and we'll wrap it up with what is this? Another Sabretooth. Cool.
I love it. Well, yeah. 80s Baby hooked this up. He's from the Toy Migos. They will be on later this evening in like an hour, I think. 8 Pacific, and they'll be on with Sunny from the Sunny channel. Sunny Plays with Toys. Awesome group. Make sure you guys check that out after this, if you're bored of me and Ryan, or if we're done here. Was this exciting to see like a Shang-Chi movie coming out, and like, hey, you're gonna do like a wave of like a Asian lead movie and action figures as well? Were you excited to see that come down?
Yeah, it's been kind of a long time with some of the movie delays, right? Shang-Chi was supposed to be, I think, early 21 film, and now it's kind of in the fall. But yeah, I told the story in an Instagram post I did, but going back to Comic-Con in 2019, right. Dwight and I were sitting in Hall H. We were lucky enough to get 2 seats, and then we had no idea what they were going to talk about, right? And we had just revealed the comic Shang-Chi figure from the Demo Goblin Build-A-Figure wave, from the Spider-Man wave, like the day before or maybe the day of, and then we're sitting in Hall H, and I leaned over to Dwight and I was like, I bet you they're not even going to show anything. They'll probably just show, right, like whatever the next movie was, and that's it. And then Kevin Feige comes out, and then it's just like an avalanche of news and announcements, and then they brought out the director of Shang-Chi, and then they introduced Simu to everyone, and it was awesome. And so like as soon as they announced the film, you know, Dwight and I knew that the team was going to be doing a whole wave and probably more of Shang-Chi products eventually. And then flash forward to now, the product is at retail now ahead of the movie.
Yes.
It's kind of the same situation as Black Widow last year, where the movie got delayed, but the product is sitting in Targets and Walmarts and everything. And so, you know, fans are still loving it. That's great to see. And we got to do a Katie figure here. I think if I remember correctly, like the reference for her might have come in a little later on the costume. So I think that's why she was a separate item. But
Okay.
the team was excited to do, you know, an Aquafina likeness. She's in everything now, from Raya to Crazy Rich Asians to everything. She's really talented, clearly. So it's been fun to represent her in a 6-inch Legends figure, and she does come with an interesting looking creature, which I'm sure we'll learn more about in the movie. But that was something that when we first saw the reference for that, everyone was really loving it because it's so unusual.
Well, I'm just gonna throw the Kit Bash me in here as well. What do you think? I think the hair on this one,
That's pretty good.
works. This is from like a really base level Shazam movie figure, whatever the Asian Shazam was. I don't think that's what his name was in the movie, but he was in the dollar store, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that'll work. So I yoinked the head off of that one, just because I'm like, the hair works, and so this is on a Fortnite body. So here's me in the Shang-Chi movie, everyone. So Cheney from Toy Migos was able to take this off. I'm not being a creep and trying to look underneath, but he was able to take it off, and I'm trying to figure out how this works. Is Cheney still here? But these are great. Someone said, I have no history or attachment with G.I. Joe, but I'm betting the same will happen when the movie figures come out for that. Yeah, it's crazy because I remember the Shang-Chi movie figures were just showing up in stores, and I'm assuming they were just waiting because they already had the stock waiting for the movie to come out. And then once they pushed it back to the fall instead of and brought up Black Widow first, they just started getting cited and storing. I guess that's how they were already there, which was I'm happy with that. My daughter sees these all over the house. She's like, "Who's this toy? Who's this Katie? Is this from your Shang-Chi figure?" And all the other ones. I'm like, "Don't worry. When this comes to Toys R Us, I'll pick one up for you. I'm gonna get you some Asian looking action figures, and I'm really excited for that." Do you have a hand in any of the other Shang-Chi movie stuff? Or is it just Legends? Because there's that box, the box breaker. It's literally a blind box with little toys, and you just smash it. You judo chop it to open it. That's probably.
Did you guys get some of those?
I ordered one from Amazon here, and on episode 49, me and the Enablers, so 796 Studios, High School Creations, Prime to the First, we all ordered one so we could smash it at the same time, and it was a lot of fun. Except Prime didn't get it because for some reason he thought it was a joke. He's like, "Oh, I thought you guys were joking." So 3 out of the 4 of us had it, and I don't know why he thought it was a joke when we all showed our tracking information, and I'm like, "Dude, mine's not coming till Saturday. It's coming from like Illinois, and it's coming from the US, even though it's Amazon Canada, and they're making it in time." I don't know at what point he got confused, but that thing is super fun, and I want to get more of those. Someone told me, like, if ever want to just like if the kids start acting up, just break one right in front of them to show them how strong I am.
Your strength, to show your dad's strength.
Exert my dominance. But then when toys start falling out, it kind of ruins the whole vibe. Like, Dad, he's dropping candy everywhere.
That the kids line was done by a different design team and marketing team, but they're our close colleagues, and they are super passionate and talented as well. And the great story about those brick breakers, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So we got to watch that evolve from the kernel of the idea. And we have these meetings, we have these very like corporate meetings. Back in the old days, we'd all sit in the office and then you'd pitch your heart out, and then they did this whole skit where they got bandanas. Shout out to Becky and Trag and the team, and Sean, actually. So it was Sean and Becky in the pitch. And they put these bandanas on, and then they had the thing, and then they did the demonstration of chopping it and all the things falling out and everyone applauding. So yeah, I was super glad to see that those products made it all the way through. They did a bunch of Titan figures, feature figures, and then Tragnark, one of the designers, kind of led the design on the bow staff, the electronic boat role play bow staff, if you see that. And so same type deal. Someone was demonstrating their skills with the bow staff in a conference, and with like a real, like actually full length adult size staff. But it's just really, really, really good times.
Well, some of this stuff is like kids role play. Doesn't it just look silly on an adult? Or the bow staff was a full size?
Yeah, they were demoing it with like real life, because this is like before the prototype. This is like before the item is actually even greenlit, right? They're just trying to get everyone excited about the idea and tap into the consumer insight, whether it's the collectability of the little minifigs or the role play kind of nature of it. So that's what's really fun, just kind of about. It's something we don't really get to do as much on Legends because it's just a 6-inch. It's a 6-inch figure, and everyone kind of knows that. So it's like, we're always doing more of them. We do get to do some interesting like role play items too in Legends, but the kid line is where they really have to bring the magic every season, and with every new movie, there has to be a new hook for kids to get into. Right. So those guys work so hard. to keep up with that.
Yeah, Sonny makes a good point. I've been calling those brick breakers Chinese pinatas, but instead of candy falling out, it's toys made in Asia, I presume. That's definitely it. This dude, I don't even know what to say with this thing. I'm just gonna wait for the movie, I guess. And even my daughter was looking in the box. She goes, "What is that in the background?" I had no answer. I don't know how to explain it.
There are no answers at this
There
point.
is-
We'll have to find out in theaters in September, whenever it comes out. Yeah.
But so you said this one came in later. It's like it's got all these accessories, man. This is fantastic. Thank you. I was gonna say thank you, Dario, but since you're here, thank you too. But thank you, Dario, for sending this. This is awesome. I don't know how to. I don't know if everyone can see the detail here. Get your Katie's at Target. Support your Asian action figures, so more will be made. Look at this detail. This is awesome. The whole wave is like this. Everything's sculpted on here. You don't have to comment. You said in the beginning only say good things. Yeah, or you're only going to say. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm here to accept the compliments on behalf of the Legends team, and that's it.
No, man. Everyone who works on this is a great wave. Once we're still in lockdown and quarantine, once I'm able to hunt again, I will definitely be buying a second wave for myself, possibly a third for the kids. If there's Titan ones, I'm gonna get the Titan ones too. I have a second movie Shang-Chi in case I ever get Simu to sign it. I'm gonna be saving that one. I have the comic one. I don't know if you saw. What? It was double autographed.
Double? By who?
By Simu.
But twice?
Yes. I don't know what happened. If it kind of got smudged here, and he's like, "Oh, that's no good," and then it's on the top here as
there
well.
you go. That's awesome. Is he even like more popular in Canada?
I think he is, because he was on Kim's Convenience, which is obviously huge and getting bigger all the time. And what did he do before that? That was huge. He was in like Old Spice commercials,
Okay.
I guess. And then he was I think he was playing basketball with this organization that I work with, the CCYAA, the Chinese Canadian Youth Athletic Association. And I think they had like a charity basketball event that weekend. I think that might have been the same weekend as that SDCC event where he flew out afterwards. So that was super cool, man. And yeah, I hope this movie thing is huge. Can't wait for it. I would like to get your opinion on some other toys though. Just you work in toys. When you open other toys, I just kind of want to see like what do you look out for?
I mean, first thing.
Maybe open something from behind you, and we can get like live react.
Here. All right, let's get to my guy first, so we give him the due time. Let's get to Johnny. This is my. I have several wrestling figures, but I haven't opened any because I just started getting into it. So this is going to be my first time. So I am a mint on card collector at heart. So I do put more stock into packaging than a lot of people. So if I'm getting one toy to keep in pack, I want to make sure it's not squashed. So I do appreciate when the packaging is a little more sturdy and can hold up. But what do we got here? So
it's actual Wolverine, like comic.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
He has done a bunch of. He has like a Venom inspired one that I picked up off eBay because it came out a while ago. So this is the new NXT Takeover. It's got Randy Orton, Christian, Johnny Gargano, and X-Pac in his NWO headband look. Not my favorite Sean Waltman look. I really love the 1, 2, 3 Kid for you guys fans out there. And then I saw a tweet. I think it was yesterday, or the day before, where it was like the anniversary of the 1, 2, 3 Kid pinning Razor Ramon on Monday Night Raw. So, anyways, another one for you wrestling fans. But all right, so let's get in here. That was pretty easy. Johnny seems to be saluting, it looks like. Interesting pack out. But yeah, so he's got a very clearly Wolverine inspired vest.
Right.
Pretty rad. And then you've got your standard extra hands.
Just rip it. Just rip it.
Is this loud? Is this loud enough for you guys? Can I turn it up for you?
Really crunch it and get in there.
Cool. So Johnny is freed. All right. What do we got here? Awesome. It looks great. They, all the toy companies are doing most of them are doing the digital printing style, more realistic deco. It's called True FX here on the Elite line. Shout out to Action Figure Attack, by the way, too. I don't know if you would ever see this, but like Steve is an awesome dude. We would run into him at Comic-Cons. His account is amazing for his lines and other toys too. So shout out to Steve. Keep making these awesome toys. You guys got me hooked. I am now on board. But yeah, we've got our Johnny here, and then
I think you might have enabled some people to buy this.
What's that?
I think you might have enabled some people to go buy some.
Well, so I had to pre-order this on Amazon. I don't know if they're like Amazon exclusives. I think this wave might be an Amazon exclusive deal. And I pre-ordered Christian as well because Christian and Edge, they're awesome. So we've got
the vest.
So the vest here, it does open. All right, so it opens in the back. It's got a nice little key. I was gonna say I'm gonna struggle to fit this on, but they made it easy. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Steve, for making it easy for a fumbling marketer to get it on there. But so we'll get the vest on. That looks awesome. This is gonna be great. That fits very nice. Sometimes these types of jackets and like vests, sometimes the keys are really small, so they're hard to get in and out. Like it's a little nub in a tiny little hole, and you have to like squeeze it really hard to get in.
Right.
But this key is a very wide. There's two like wide pieces, and it just very easily comes in and out. So that's awesome. I didn't notice this before, but if you can see here, he's got the 3 claws on the wristbands.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so cool. You've got on one knee pad, you've got the Johnny Gargano kind of smiley face there. You've got the Johnny Wrestling knee pad, and then it's on the back of his trunks too, Johnny Wrestling. So yeah, there you go. He will be joining my wrestling shelf in the other room, and he's got
that Wrestling Hound says that wave is an Amazon exclusive.
Okay, that's what I thought I remembered from it. Yeah, and then it's got 2 sets of alternate hands. So he's got 2 open hands, 2 fists, and 2 C grips. So for your posing needs there. Cool stuff. Can we get him in a super kick? Yes, we can. So he'll be super kicking his way.
And the legs are Wolverine.
Yeah, the boots just like that. Yellow. It's got a lot of nice black deco. You can kind of see it there.
That's pretty cool. No mask. A mask.
No mask.
I don't watch wrestling, so I don't know if that.
Well, there are a lot of wrestlers with masks. What does it say here? Yeah, just reading the package here. So apparently, this was, again, sorry for you true elite collectors. I'm not completely knowledgeable, but these wrestlers, they had a vote on which look that fans wanted, and then so the winning look got made into figure form. So this was his winning look there from NXT Takeover Toronto. Kevin, this is the Toronto Takeover event. How fitting.
Oh, does that segue into a next topic that we want to talk about?
Sure.
What year did you guys do Fan Expo? The last time that you did Fan Expo in Toronto, was that 20?
So
18?
Yeah, I had the privilege of going to Fan Expo 2 years with Dwight in 18 and 19, I want to say.
Okay.
And yeah, so in 2019, fans might remember that was where we revealed the Alpha Flight box set in Canada, which is the greatest marketing thing we will ever do, and we'll never be top. But although we will try. And yeah, we got to do a bunch of interviews there. Shout out to Troy, who we knew from San Diego Comic-Con, so it was great running into him at Fan Expo. And then yeah, we did an interview with you. Dwight and I did, and I didn't know you at the time. I think you were doing an interview for Boog.
Yes.
And then but it was a great interview. I was watching it back actually the other night because I wanted to refresh my memory of it, and you hit us with the dope or nope question. There you have it. And then I was quite pleased with myself, Kevin, because I was thinking on my feet, and I hit you with the dope, nope, or hope. And I thought that was, I'd like to give myself retroactive credit 2 years ago for that. Yeah, you had some great questions.
I couldn't even go back to watch it. I just remember I've never done anything like that before. So I was really, really nervous before, during, and definitely afterwards. Like the audio was all jacked up. I think I had a phone, a camera, and another phone recording, and like other people were there. But you guys were like super nice. And I think a lot of that comes across when people watch the Hasbro fan events. But like you guys were very patient. You're probably like, this guy's super noob. Like these are the worst questions ever. But you went through the whole thing, went through the whole shtick with dope or nope, and you guys were fantastic. DK's in here. He was helping that day as well. MC was there. MC, he's in the chat right now. He won the SDCC Hulk. And
we did some giveaways, right? Yeah,
you did some giveaways, yeah. And that
I thought your interview was good, man. Like if you were nervous, I couldn't really tell. I don't think. And we've had a lot worse interviews, to be honest. There was one in San Diego. There was this guy who was very flustered, visibly, and he insisted, like, I don't know if have you been to San Diego, Kevin, ever?
Not the convention.
Not the convention. Okay, so you might have seen the pictures of it. We have this big like Legends diorama case. It's like 6 feet long or something. So he insisted on using his phone and setting it on the case. He's like tethered to a mic. He sets it on the case. Oh, no. Dwight and I are standing there, and the only thing we can think of is this guy's just it's gonna fall down in 3 seconds. And he insists on doing it. He just gets started. Hi, I'm with and then of course the whole thing falls down. He needs to pick it up again. So those are the kinds of things we have to deal with. And so yours was great.
Awesome. That is the bar that I live by. It's not the worst. So thank you so much for saying that. Yeah. Bug was nice enough he posted in a Facebook group before the Fan Expo event. He was like, hey, anybody in Canada want to do a Hasbro interview? And I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it. I messaged him right away. I'll do it. Like, why not? I've never tried it before. I had everything ready. And I don't know, maybe that's kind of what sparked this whole, like, just being able to talk to people on camera to be able to do something like this every week. Because from there, I don't know, I was very interested in doing it. But yeah, you guys were awesome. Sean and DK were my cameramen. I had a tripod. I had a gimbal. I had all this gear just kind of mashed together. So thank you guys. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you to Boog for hooking that up. And I sent him all the footage after. Troy was there. Troy was super nice. We didn't know each other that well back then, but he was like, he was the pro. He looked like he'd been there for years. He's walking. He's like, hey, this is that, and we're gonna go over here and do this.
Troy was like breaking exclusive news. Like I think the year before, even working with Toy Shiz, being like his official like eyes on the ground in Toronto. So yeah, it's funny how there are those kind of moments that might spur like larger things for you, right? And now you're doing May the 4th Toys R Us takeover type things, and you're big time now.
No, Please don't say that. It's just gonna turn into another joke. If Mario is watching.
I had a similar experience too. That this was in 2016 at San Diego Comic-Con. I got to go on the Marvel.com like live stream. They broadcast basically the entire convention with various events in their booth, interviews, and pre-taped things. And so, Dwight was a pro. He's done it every year. 2016 was my first time like running Comic-Con for Marvel Legends. So Dwight and I are up there. I know what's about to happen. It's a live stream, but like 10 seconds before, I just had this thought of like, I actually didn't really think about what this means. And if this goes badly, what does this mean? Because this is a live broadcast. We had some of our Comic-Con exclusives there on the set to talk about. We were like, I wanted us to plug some other things we had going on in the booth and reveals. And then my mind just kind of went blank, and it was like in Old School, right, where Will Ferrell's character like blacks out in the. Am I thinking of the right? Yeah, I'm thinking of the right film, right? He like blacks out and gives this completely coherent debate, and it goes really well. So it was like that, and then everything went well. I kind of said what I wanted to say. Didn't look like an idiot. Dwight was there with me, and then that just kind of snowballed into more conventions and then more interviews, and now in this world of like Pulse and live streams and joining you and Toy Migos and some of the other guys on their shows. And it's funny how it all kind of like that one moment, it could have gone a completely different way, but
Right.
Fortunately it went the good way.
It's just profound when you can look back and kind of pinpoint that exact thing that sets you on that path. So that's very cool. Yeah, I think you guys do really well. Do the other teams have like the senior manager of marketing? I know they have marketing people on the calls all the time, but I guess my real question is like, does every team have somebody who's like a fan of the stuff like you are? Like the Power Rangers team, the Star Wars team.
So I'll say
You don't have to name
yes.
names.
I'll say yes, because in order to work on this, to lead like one of these fan businesses, you do need to be a fan. So whether you grew up with it or whether you immerse yourself in it through your work, you are a fan. That is a requirement of it. That being said, you can kind of tell who like has it in their blood, right, from long ago. So with me, I think I try to make that apparent in the things we do. Not everyone is the same though, and that's okay, because you need a diverse point of view. The fact of the matter is, for all the other teams, Star Wars, Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, everyone just brings the excitement and brings the energy and effort into the streams.
For sure.
So we're kind of one big family, and it's really nice to hear people say, yeah, we appreciate the Marvel team, and Dwight and Ryan and Dan have good chemistry, and they seem like they are fans themselves. Like, yeah, that's all true. So we appreciate that, and are thankful for the support.
Yeah, that's. Would you guys say you guys are more scripted for your live events?
What do you think?
It seems so natural. I think you have talking points, but then like out of nowhere, Dwight starts brandishing weapons from I don't know what era.
I almost choked when that happened, because we had so we do rehearse. So there are rehearsals, right?
For sure.
And I'm pretty sure some teams do full rehearsal start to finish. Marvel team, we don't roll like that. We are no scripts. We are rough outline and just roll with it, for better or worse. And thankfully, we've done okay. So we try to make it as organic as possible. Like I do, we have a run of show of what we're going to talk about, and we'll plan out kind of certain types of things. But Dwight keeps us on our toes for sure with his asides on body hair, to taking out real metal weapons and swinging them around.
That was a stream to remember. There was the body hair running joke was kind of crazy.
Yeah, and
that was great.
Dan is helping Dwight's curtains live on, even though they have been in the hearts and minds of fans, even though they've been taken down from his living room. So yeah, it's
You can do. You know how sports cards have like jersey pieces, game worn jerseys.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this.
I am. We got to ask Dwight and his family. Can we cut up your curtains to do swatch inserts in Marvel Legends? I'm sure that would go super well.
Oh my gosh. Only like 10% of people who buy would probably, like, I don't know, maybe the number's higher. We'll understand like why there's a piece of this random fabric in their cards or in their packaging. But when I did the May the 4th event, I had Jing and Eric from the Star Wars team, and what people said to me after was like, "Oh man, like they were so chill on that event on the live stream. Like they seemed like real people." I'm like, I guess they don't have to. They're not really held to what they have to talk about for that day. They're just there to. I was just able to throw questions at them. Like there, some stuff needed to be approved, but like it was very. I think some people saw them in a different light, which I love doing this because people get to see, what other stuff you're into. If I have like The Amazing on here, some people will message me after like, "Oh, I had no idea he was like that," or "He cussed so much," and stuff like that. It just gets to show people like, there's a lot of people who collect toys, obviously, and I'm lucky that I've been able to talk to a lot of people over the years and kind of make some connections with people and be able to talk to them on this personal level. 796 Studios. Oh boy, I don't want to read this. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Ryan, 1, thank you for the HasLab Sentinel. And 2, thank you for calling Kevin big time. Plasty, here's your clip. Plasty Addicto does a lot of highlight reels from different live streams. So it's this is going to be another one. Thank you, I think, Mario. He also says thank you for the HasLab Sentinel. Thank you, Hasbro, for the HasLab Sentinel.
Oh, you guys are welcome. Thank you for supporting it. And for a little bit of time there, we had the record for the most successful HasLab ever. It was then bested by the Razor Crest.
Yes.
But we are still proud of the Sentinel. And when it gets to you guys later this year, we hope you're going to love it because it's pretty cool.
Well, Dwight seems to be having fun with his copy. So I think fans, everyone who sees that, they're very excited. Did you get in on the Razor Crest?
I did not, and I'm kind of kicking myself for it. I do have a sail barge that is collecting dust in package in my basement. Proud of that. But no, I do regret not getting a Razor Crest. I think the joke was the Marvel team wanted to hang on to the record for ourselves, but that's stupid because we're one person and they sold like 10,000 more than us almost. But yeah, no, they didn't need it, and I got to see a model in person at the office a couple of weeks ago. I happened to go in for something, and then the Star Wars team engineer had it, and yeah, it's really cool. And congratulations to the almost 30,000 Star Wars fans who will have a sweet Razor Crest.
You're also a Star Wars fan as well, right?
I mean, I'm a fan. I'm not. And so like we talked about what are the first toys I collected. I said I watched the Star Wars films and then I just jumped in Transformers. I obviously had all the Star Wars Kenner action figures as well. That would have been in the mid 80s, early to mid 80s. I had a whole bunch of those and still do somewhere, but didn't like get back into collecting Star Wars ever really. I probably have a handful of Black Series and vintage collections of just things I've been able to trade with people at the office.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How many Sentinels I don't know if you can talk about this. How many Sentinels will you be having in your collection?
I believe I purchased 5.
Nice.
And then, so at least 5. At least, 6, because I have one early kind of sample here that we were using for the FanFest streams.
That's awesome. Well, you can always trade for a Razor Crest, I guess. Maybe if you wanted one bad, you can trade.
That's a good idea. I should try to swing that trade.
Box break is happening right now. I guess that is the technical term in the card collecting Hobby. I've been watching box breaks on YouTube also. I don't know why. I've basically been self-enabling myself, but like, hey, let me watch this, and then to convince myself to buy it. How does this look? Can you are you interested in opening that Raphael?
Yeah. Want to do? What do we want to do? You want to do that now?
Yeah.
You want to go through your box? I want to see what's in that.
Okay,
You've been
sure.
teasing that.
How's the lighting for this? Toy Migo says I got 4 Sentinels. Damn. How does Mrs. Ting feel about 5 Sentinels in the house? Hopefully she doesn't have to see it. Stay out of this room.
Yeah, so I still have a couple of months to figure that out, but they might be in the garage or something.
Yeah, well, you mentioned you got some new shelves behind you, and clearly those have already been filled up.
Yeah, that's what's on the opposite side of this computer is pure chaos. This is the tiny bit of somewhat organized. Depending on what I have going on, I can kind of pick and choose the display.
Anything outside of frame here, including below, sides, and above, is a disaster. This is a very premeditated crop of where I'm sitting. Kyle says, which Raphael? Yes, Kyle, it's Super 7 Raph. We're gonna get to it, buddy. Kyle is an awesome toy designer at Super 7, and I think he worked on those turtles. He's very excited. 12 cards. Oh, that's why it feels like a thick pack. All right, here we go. Here we go. This one's for you, Ryan. I know you don't collect modern stuff. I remember I've been sending you stuff, and you're like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the new stuff. I only collect.
I don't know if it was exactly like that. I feel guilty because I'm not as knowledgeable about the new stuff, and I just kind of can't keep up with it. All the new stuff is kind of tilting towards super premium. You know, there are these like Upper Deck Black Diamond, whatever. Like it's a box with 1 pack of 5 cards, and it's like $400, and so like that's a little bit out of my range.
So it's been probably, I'm old enough that it's scary to say that it's been decades since I've opened a pack of cards like with this kind of wrapper. So as you can see, I've already mangled it. There is a Star Wars pack. It's $90 Canadian. It's 1 card, guaranteed autograph. It's so tempting, but you don't know because it could be like somebody from a movie or somebody from, you know, Star Wars Resistance, and I don't really feel like gambling $90 on.
Yeah, no, it's basically gambling, but fun gambling.
Silver Claw. Oh, hold on, let me get a little bit closer. Cloud Foxwell says, toying around, where did you pick up a box of those? This is a hobby box, Upper Deck hobby box from NMC Toys here in Toronto. Going Geek says, good morning, Kevin and friends. What is cooking in the unboxing kitchen today? What's up, Bjorn? Bjorn's a fan in Singapore. Good morning to you. Just opening up some cards. Yeah, this was like $140 Canadian. I like this set because there's a variant set which is like a action figure themed. So I'm hoping to get one of those. I think I see it. I'm just going to skip to it right here. There we go.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Collect your favorite heroes and villains.
Deadly Fists. Crazy Gadgets. Rogue and Gambit are my 2 favorite X-Men characters, so that's a sweet pull.
There you go. Deadly Fists. Collect them all. Look at that.
So you know our 6-inch like kind of retro style Marvel Legends figures that we do. We did like a Spider-Man line. We did an X-Men line.
Absolutely.
Part of those is, do I have one here? Part of those back in the day was they had the little burst on the front that talked to what the accessory is.
Right.
So we are trying to recreate that, and I'm a stickler for packaging and also toy nostalgia. So me and Ben, the packaging team, packaging design lead, you know, we take that burst very seriously. And so for some characters, it's very obvious. Like I'm looking at a Captain America figure to the side, so it says, like, what did it say?
Don't drop it.
Shield. But then you get a character like a Rogue, and it's like, what do you say? in that accessory call out burst. So for the Rogue retro card we did last year, we considered like, do we say like extra fist? Like Deadly Fist would have been a good one. So I need to take some notes from this Upper Deck set.
Oh,
we settled
I
on
see.
power absorption, which was pretty clever, I thought, because what else are you gonna say for Rogue?
Up until now.
But yeah.
Gloved hand, Deadly Fist. There you go. Or Deadly Touch, maybe. I believe we have someone in the chat. Somebody important. It says Mrs. Ting has given up. Hi, thank you.
That is Mrs. Ting chiming in. Thank you for watching tonight.
Nick Fury Jr. I really want that Wolverine now. That's so cool. Following in his father's footsteps, Agent Nick Fury Jr. is one of the best in S.H.I.E.L.D. He always stops bad guys and does the right thing no matter the cost. Heck yes. This is cool, man. I really like this. Do you remember when comics had variant covers for a while? I think Star Wars had action figure variants. There's a lot of
they're
Marvel
still going.
ones.
They're still going strong. John Tyler Christopher, who does all of our Marvel 3 3/4, or I should say Marvel Legends Retro 375. He started those, doing those with Star Wars and Marvel, and is still doing them. They're very successful. I've collected a bunch of them. Love that kind of stuff.
All right. White Tiger, Maria Hill, Agent Venom, She-Hulk. Oh, I'm excited to get that new She-Hulk. I know some friends in Montreal already got it. Action Figgy Skinny has that new She-Hulk. Agents of Atlas. Oh, this is a sticker. I'm not going to peel these. Jocasta. Nice. Beast. That was a pretty good pack. I got 2 of the action figure ones. This is the comic shop one. Guys, check out your local comic shops. Hopefully they're doing curbside, depending on what area you live in. Go support your comic shops. They got books, they have cards, they have toys. So you get, oh, these are glossy. So you get a Hyperion, Thor. Am I even holding these properly?
These make a scene, I believe, too.
Yeah, it looks like they all connect. Oh, Mephisto. Keep this out. If anyone has any conspiracy theories, Mephisto related. Power Princess, Nighthawk, Captain America, Blur, Heroes Reborn. Yo, shout outs to my friend Chamba watching. He's gonna have a Marvel book coming out. I forget what the name is right now because I'm terrible at this. But I'm very excited for that. Congratulations, Chamba. He's watching right now. Hey, MCU collectors in the house. Says, just got the new She-Hulk today. She looks great. Of course you did. Prime has been able to buy some new cards. So I don't know if you know, there's this game where we play where we try to get each other to buy stuff. That's why we're the enablers. If someone ends up buying something because of what I'm showing. So for every $1 they spend, I get a point, and then we kind of tally up the points at the end of the month. And as much as we hate to say it, like if somebody shows off something that we like, it's like, all right, I'll buy it. How many points? Send me the link.
That's like a collector fantasy league.
How do you open this? Somebody correct me. Maybe you can help me, Ryan. How do I open this without bending the corners?
Just go at the T at the top with.
Yeah, like this?
No, like take your left hand.
This is my left hand.
Yep. So like, do I have a pack here? Yeah.
Oh,
so
here.
Yeah, there you go.
It doesn't pull from this side. Or this side.
You gotta like.
It comes together and like joins here and then comes up. It's not one of those old school ones that kind of split.
Oh, yeah, I'm used to like the Magic the Gathering packs that tear very easily when you do that.
Enabling, I mean, I guess you're the master enabler because you are in marketing. It's your job to get people to buy everything.
Yeah, we hope.
Here we go. It's so bad that when I was collecting these as a kid, I kept most of my wrappers too, and I never believed that I was a hoarder until my fiance was like, "You're a hoarder. You have empty wrappers of cards," and it was a huge reality check. So I guess it's appropriate that your wife's message is still up on the screen.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I should have done it earlier, but like, yeah, we should just shout out all the significant others and family members of collectors who, are very loving in their support of our hoarding natures. And
Heck yeah.
yeah, we would not be here without them. So thank you, Janie, if she's still watching and has not yet fallen asleep.
Is she holding the camera right now?
No, I am. I can do this myself. I cannot do Instagram photos myself, but I can manage a live stream.
Yeah, I've noticed some of your photos, and I'm not trying to talk smack about the other ones, but some of the ones do look like professional blogger style stuff. It's all like spaced together. There's nice props kind of complementing your subject. Yeah. I've noticed some of that.
She had to do an intervention a couple years ago where she was like, "You realize every photo you take is crooked, right?" And I'm like, "No." And she said, "Take a look at it." And then I realized that was true.
It's sometimes you just need someone to say it, like my fiance calling me out as a hoarder. Something with Kev needs lessons in opening a simple card pack. Prime, you thought everyone ordering all the same toys was a joke. I don't get it. Hey, here, I got a duplicate coming your way.
Boom.
Here you go. It's unpunched with the card hole at the top.
I love that. Like, it's like Totally Toys presents.
I guess that's what it's 2020 Marvel Ages. It's not 2020. I bought it in 2021. So yeah, there's Cap, Black Widow, which is my next card, Falcon. What did you think of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the show? I have to assume you watched it.
Yeah, it was very different than WandaVision, clearly. A little bit more traditional in the sense. It had some kind of, real world kind of commentary, which is always interesting. And listening to I listened to some podcasts out there. Binge Mode was great for the MCU. They went through every single film leading up to Disney Plus launch, and then now they started a new feed, the Ringerverse, and so they do weekly recaps and stuff, and so that I would highly recommend that. But yeah, it was a cool show. It's tiring though, man, because there's so much pressure to know what happens, both from a fandom perspective and also working on the brand. So I'm waking up early on Fridays to watch it, and then it's I'm tired for the rest of the day. It's rough.
No, I get it. Did I go through the stack? Yes. Oh, she's definitely still watching. Thank you for watching. I'm going to ask your wife to subscribe to the channel. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to. You don't have to stay for this foolishness at all. This is awesome. So I think the whole premise is that they have characters from different ages. Hence, the box looks like this. The front of the hobby box. Look at this. My camera tilts. Using my...
Yeah, you got your first appearance, Wolverine.
I love that cat Wolverine head.
I'm waiting patiently for one of your hits to come out of this box.
I'm gonna go right to the bottom. Do you have a pattern?
No, I think
a theory of where everything is. I used to work in a comic book shop, and my boss would be able to just look at the side of a pack, sports cards, and be like, okay, there's an insert in this one and an insert in this one. It was quite impressive, short of bringing a scale to work. But yeah. What you were saying before about your wife pointing out your photos, your photos are all crooked. It's funny. Sometimes you see people just take photographs, and it's just it's completely misaligned with the subject and stuff. And sometimes it just takes someone to say that. But shout outs to your significant others and everyone supporting you in this hobby. Prime to the first 2020 Upper Deck Marvel Ages trading cards. Yeah, so after this, I'm going to go online and buy some Star Wars ones, which is, I also play the Star Wars, is it the Topps trading card game? You had that for a bit, right, Ryan?
The original one.
The mobile app that collects
Oh.
cards. I don't know if you're
Yes.
still into that.
I had it for Marvel, and I was obsessed with it for a couple of months. And then with most apps, you go from like being completely obsessed with it every free second you're doing it to just stopping one day and never picking it up again. Or at least that's my experience with apps.
Oh, by the way, there's like 100 plus people watching still. Thank you so much. Next week is episode 52, which it's technically not officially a year because I had some weeks off, but episode 52 would be a year anniversary approximately. So I am hoping to do some giveaways next week. So make sure you stay tuned and stay here. Prime's leaving because he's had enough of this. Thank you so much. Ryan, also thank you so much. We've been going a little while. I don't know how much time you have, but I appreciate every minute of it. If you want to open something before you go, or if you just want to go, remember the signal is to wave Stormbreaker in the background. Or now that I know your wife is in the chat, just if you need to go, she can just be like, Ryan, call it. Kevin, call it.
I'm good. Like, don't worry. Yeah, let's keep going.
Awesome.
Do you have something interesting in this pack coming up? Did I see that? Or no, it was just different color.
Just be that guy you were talking about who's holding it backwards. Just like to camera A. Hazmats. Scar. I mean, some of this art isn't the greatest, is it?
That's why I'm kind of a purist when it comes to the original sets, because pretty much without exception, every original set card like looked great, right? That
Yeah.
Jim Lee, the 92 set is all Jim Lee art. You've got the first Marvel masterpieces. It's all in the same style. So there's like, you can't go wrong. For some of the new stuff, it's a bit more subjective, I think, in the
Right.
style of it. Whether they're I think they're repurposing a lot of art sometimes, as opposed to doing like all new art for cards, just because with the volume of sets that they put out, I think it'd be too unwieldy to do new
This is a
art.
300 card base set. So it's crazy. I don't know who Vale is. Is it? She looks like, you know, in the Olympics when there's usually like a woman doing kind of gymnastics with a ribbon on a stick, and they kind of twirl it around. That's what this character looks like. Somebody will roast me for my ignorance, but I don't know who this character is. Andrew Russell says, "Where can we get Star Wars trading cards? Are they still a thing?" Absolutely. Go check. Oh,
Whoa.
shoot! Lifelike cards. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I don't want to steal that that call out. Deadly Fists was a good one. That's cool.
What would you put? Wait, did you have one for Gambit?
Yeah, what did we have for Gambit?
I can't move right now.
Battle
The stylus-
Staff or something? What did we have? Oh, I don't have them here anymore. I moved them.
Also, these card sizes are comically large. Yeah. But yes, Star Wars trading cards, you can get Tops, you can get Upper Deck. There's Mandalorian Season 2 coming. Ooh! Artist Spotlight. Whoa! This is all foily.
Nice.
It says flavorful. I'm not sure how that's related. Cyclops, the last time we dealt with the Phoenix, we were young and foolish, Peter. Now we are. MCU is going to hit us with the Gambit call out. With the return of the Phoenix Force, Cyclops wondered if the best option would be to harness its power. Yes, very shiny. I have to go check out what the probability of those are. Domino, awesome. Moonstar.
That's
That looks
cool.
great.
That's the cool art, yeah. The Gambit call out was Battle Staff, and I'm remembering that now because that's what the Toy Biz one said, so we wanted to have it say exactly what the Toy Biz one did.
That's awesome. It's cool that like you're there to be like, hey, let's keep it Let's keep it as faithful as possible. So that was the bottom right pack. I'm gonna go check out how rare this is. This isn't numbered on the back. I really like these though, except for the big upper deck logo in the middle of it. Fun facts. We can thank Steve Ditko for many industry-changing choices made during his time at Marvel Comics. His character designs redefined what a superhero can and should look like. Is that a fact? All right. So I have a rogue for you. Hopefully we get another Gambit and you can get a pair. Kevin licked the flavorful card. Damn it, Terrence. That's not how this works, is it? I'm really scared. Oh, here we go. It did split that way. You were right. Is this like a live unboxing or live box break that you normally watch, but now you're part of it?
Yeah, pretty much. I watch a lot of and I'm a big NBA fan. Go Celtics! Although we're probably going to lose to the Brooklyn Nets, that's okay. Yeah, so I watch a lot of box breaks for basketball, and I had I got a couple of NBA hoops stuff for this latest season.
You had it right there.
And it's all about did I have them? I don't know where I put them. But yeah, it's all about the rookie cards and the autos and stuff, and LaMelo Ball rookies and Zion, autographs and stuff.
Man, awesome. You're into a lot of stuff too. That's fantastic. Dupe.
Here were my pulls. I had them right in front of me, but these were from my 2 hoops blaster boxes. I had one LaMelo, one blue LaMelo, one normal LaMelo, and a Peyton Pritchard because I love the Celtics. He's my Celtic rookie. Those are my best pulls from the NBA hoops 2021.
And then I've seen now there's Targets and stuff are I think they're leaving trading cards all online. I think. Or restricted.
Yeah, that was big news in the past week, right? Is that the Toy Biz Deadpool dude?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great.
Yeah, that was big news this week on Target no longer saying they're not going to sell cards in store anymore because the collectors and scalpers or whatever you want to call them were just not behaving themselves.
Oh, for sure. Jessica Jones, cool. Living Lightning. Oh, nice.
Saturday morning cartoons.
So they take teams and they redraw them in Saturday morning cartoon style. The Dark Avengers as a Saturday morning cartoon would be hilarious.
Not too dark for Saturday morning.
8/7 Central. With Norman Osborn in power. It's up to the Dark Avengers to defend the Earth from monsters and crush any superheroes in the process. Oh, man, that's cool. Hey, MODOK. So I saw Dan retweet some stuff. It was, I forget what her name is. She's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and she plays, I guess, a MODOK in the MODOK show. Is it the daughter?
I am not sure about that, but yeah, that happened today. Young Dan, social media maven Dan, sent out some MODOKs to via some friendlies we have at Marvel to some of the actors. And yeah, Melissa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, she tweeted about it and said her son loved it. So that was a fun thing to happen today.
Yes, Melissa Fumero, MCU collector, says. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think that was a really cool move. Good job, Dan.
I know, slick. So if I go on eBay, Kevin, and I search for Marvel Ages 20, Totally Toys, complete set, and I buy that, then do you get points? Do you get an
Oh, absolutely.
That might happen because...
Is that what you're doing right now?
I should, yeah.
What is it going for?
I don't know. Let's do that right now.
796 Studio says he would love a Marvel Legends Iron Patriot. There was an Iron Patriot.
That was back in the early days, the Norman Osborn comic, Dark Avengers style one, right? Not MCU. So, yeah, I think we'll add him to the list.
Add him to the list. Here we go. Mistress Death, X-Man. Why does he look like? Why does he look Jesus-like? Horseman of Salvation. That's pretty cool. This Gamora looks badass. Mario's upset because if you buy it, I will be getting points. This Misty Knight looks fantastic. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna pull art from somewhere, use the actual background, I guess, as opposed to these little dots. I don't know. That's just my preference. The hell do I know? How much is a set of Totally Toys?
They are very accessible. It's a set of
$20.
15 for like $5 plus $5 more in shipping. But looking at some of these designs, they're really fun. I don't know that some of these would work on a Hasbro product. You've got a Ghost Rider that says "with real flames." I don't think you could do that one.
They just set the bar for you.
Yeah,
My MODOK says hover action.
that's pretty funny.
I missed that one on Amazon. I know Winger Lose had it like months ago. And he posted pictures of it. Hey, Sonny, thanks for stopping by. He's getting ready for Toy Migos. I'll be checking that one out tomorrow. Hilarious dudes. Have you seen some of Sonny's photos on Instagram? He does foiled customs. He gets a lot of your Marvel Legends prototypes, usually like right after the reveal. Can you comment on how that happens?
I would love to know if he would want to tell me. I did see his foil customs and got a couple of chuckles out of those. That's pretty funny.
Great dude. Another Marrow. I think she was a cool character. Stature. Anyone know who Stature is? I do not. This Darkhawk looks badass. Hey, Ghost Spider. I think I have something shiny. Gravity. Not familiar with this.
Careful with the real flames.
Oh, there we go. This is Hot Fire. Star Marvel 76. Thank you for the super chat. He says, I remember finding a hologram Hulk in a pack back in 91. I was too hyped. Sold it for an Orlando Magic Shack. What? A whole jersey? That's insane. That's awesome. Cassie Lang is the daughter of Scott Lang. Why did that come up? Is that one of these characters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Kevin, go read a comment.
She can grow really big.
Thank you, Star Marvel. Oh, let me put that up there. Shaq Diesel. Here we go. Here's a Ghost Rider and... Oh, Green Goblin. I love the... Oh, dude. I have a shiny Thanos. I don't know what the count is on that. Speedball. Jack of Hearts. Great design. I like that one. Is this the Starjammers guy?
Yeah.
Ooh, Starjammers. And Banshee. I remember talking to Dwight about Banshee at Fan Expo, where he was telling me it's like if I ever make Banshee, that's my last Marvel Legends. Because what was the reasoning again? It was the first one that he made. Was that the thing?
Yeah, it was one of the first ones that he made, and he doesn't look back on it very fondly. So he's saving that to be the last Legends he makes. So sorry, Banshee fans.
Yeah, that's I remember that. That was one of the funniest parts of the interview. Man, 12 packs is a lot. Oh, there's 16 packs per box. There's 12 cards per pack. I'm going to go through these a little faster. Reptile. Surge. Here we go. Oh, this guy looks awesome. Wave. Jesus, man. Here we go. Metal Fighter. How do you feel about the selection of one judo chop hand and one fist?
That's I feel like they're doing what we do.
Bending limbs. I mean, of all things, he does have bending limbs.
That one's questionable. He has a humongous shield there, but it's cool.
So many other features you could have highlighted. Pip the Troll. Wolfsbane. Ooh, I like Wolfsbane. Flag Smasher. Here we go. If you guys remember in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I guess this is the original character. Oh, Angel. All right, we're going to move through these. Mr. Jones says Marvel Legends Reptile would be awesome. Cloud Foxwell enjoys the bending limbs. Marvel Legends posed and photographed trading cards, please, says Blake Quammen. Dude, go check out, you guys like action figures posed as trading cards. Posable Productions. He recreates scenes from Batman, the animated series, with action figures. He prints them out on trading cards. You get them in actual packs like this that you can open. Did he do X-Men?
He did, yeah. He did X-Men 92. I think I bought a pack. I have it somewhere here.
He has X-Men cards too, so go check him out. Posable Productions. He also has an account that's Batman, the Articulated series, both on Instagram. Go check out his shop. He has those cards. That's exactly what you're looking for. Speedball, another one. Gertrude Yorks. Okay, I'm really out of comics.
Runaways. You got to read the Runaways.
Oh, nice. This looks pretty. Oh, I'm not in frame. Keep that. Beast with deadly claws, but he's not like... I guess they are deadly claws. Why doesn't he should have bendable limbs? Kitty Pryde. I mean, is this the best picture of Kitty Pryde you can...
Is that a sketch card or no?
I wish. Like, that looks more detailed and I don't know. The Black Knight. I'm gonna pull another one from the bottom. Here we go. I feel like I'm hogging all the unboxings. I want to take a break, and you want to open something, Ryan?
All right. What do we want to do? We got our Super 7. We also have some NECA movie turtles too, but I'll do my ultimate Raphael while you keep opening that.
One last one. This is the bottom pack from the left side. Some ASMR for everyone. Cosmic Ghost Rider. That looks cool. I wish I had space for the Marvel Legend. Wind Dancer. Kate Bishop. That's cool. Blue Marvel. Silk. Green Goblin. Another Bendy Limbs. I have a shiny Miss America. U.S. Agent. Awesome. Gil Pet. I'm not going to try. All right. It's all you. Here we go.
So, really sweet packaging, as I'm sure everyone has commented who have already gotten around to opening these. It's got the little... I honestly do, like, as a collector, for if you've got Super 7 folks who are in your audience, like, Super 7 is killing it with the Ultimates line and a lot of their reaction stuff I'm a huge fan of as well. So appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work. I will definitely keep supporting it.
Yeah, the packaging and box art makes a lot of this stuff very hard to open and very, very hard to throw away. So
none of this is getting thrown away. For me,
I know you're.
I'm not Not crazy.
I don't throw out the Super 7 stuff. It's impossible. But I tell Kyle all the time, I open one Ultimates figure and it's 4 boxes on the floor because you have the tray, the box, the
yeah,
the
you've
sleeve.
got at least 2 blisters here. So, I mean, I've seen pictures of this. I've watched other people's reviews, so I kind of know what I'm getting into. But yeah, this is just when they announced this line, it was as a kid who grew up playing with the original Playmates Turtles. It was just super nostalgic and couldn't wait for it.
Right.
And then for me, the kicker for all of this was that they decided to include the unpainted weapons rack.
Yep.
When I saw that, I was like, you have all of my money now for whatever you want to do. This is kind of an interesting, because it's like a trapezoid structure. It basically traps the blister, so you're going to have to cut into.
No, you can just slide it out. But then you put them, you have to put it back in. You have to consider that. You can kind of curve it a little. This is so cool. Yeah, I love that weapons tray because, I mean, I had these back in the day. These were probably my favorite toys. The original figures were my favorite toys. So to see that detail in Super 7, be like, hey, not only are we just going to recreate that, or like, I don't know, modernize that original figure, it's like we're still going to throw that weapons tray in there.
And I mean, it's not like, it's not free for them to do, obviously, because it's a whole nother like tool. But fortunate for them, it's supposed to be undecoed, so you're just molding it, and it's not as expensive as it could be, but it's just something that like the fans would just appreciate so much because it just takes them straight back into their childhood.
Right, because this figure is definitely targeting a very specific demographic. It's like for those people who grew up with this. There aren't any like modern turtle fans who are like, hey, this looks great and I'm gonna drop it, what is it in the States, 50 bucks for it? Like, it's for me and you who grew up with this stuff.
So it's very secure too. Thank you. The inner blister is taped down with 4 pieces of tape, so they are not messing around. Yeah, so you've got the.
Hey, RG, welcome back. We're still going. Lots of cards. Ryan's opening up Super 7.
So I was kind of confused by this when the first images that were released, but they kind of due to the, I don't know really why. So they kind of had a wire tied him in here so he doesn't fly out. And then this is just, again, that kind of Super 7 touch on things, right? For if they had to tie him in for whatever reason, they put this piece of plastic over the tie so it doesn't rub on anything, which is just like every little detail I feel like they try to think about. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna actually try to cut this.
Oh, look at that. Scissors and blade. Night Thrasher. Phantom X. Chamber. Oh, yeah. Another rogue, dagger, Hepzibah. Hey, my first Wolverine and Iceman. RG, did you pull a coin set from that box? No coins. And I don't know how I feel about those coins. if I got one, would I be that happy about it? There's that black diamond set that you talked about. There's like actual gems embedded into some of those inserts. Are they? I don't know if they're actual like diamonds, but it's pretty crazy. Kyle and Yoko are going nuts right now. What do you think of that alternate head, Ryan?
I mean, it's similar, right? But yeah, you can't go wrong with alternate heads.
I love it because you get the classic look, and then you have like a different expression for it as well. Cloud Foxwell says, "Gotta go. Thank you for stopping by, man. Please do catch the rest of this tomorrow." No, you don't. You're not gonna open. You're not gonna remove those, are you?
No, of course
Oh
not.
God, he scared me for a second. I'm like, what does this guy do?
The two pairs of Psy, you've got the molded plastic and then the painted plastic. That's really cool.
Kyle is going nuts. I had nothing to do with these. Star Marvel says, I'd love to make a custom Ronin wrap. Go for it. Talented dude. Red T-Hat. That one has a communicator as well, right?
It has two communicators. It has an open communicator and a closed communicator.
Oh,
so
right.
I love too, like when for characters with these Psy, they I mean turtles have 3 fingers, but like the hands so you can hold it like how you're supposed to hold them. Yeah, kind of like this.
Yeah.
When we did the Netflix series Elektra figure in 2017, Dwight gave her the Psy, but then also gave her the right hands to hold them, which I appreciated a lot.
Kyle wants to know is that shirt for sale? Is that shirt on Pulse?
It is not. I have been for several years trying to convince them to make them. So if you guys want to see these shirts, let them know, and then they're gonna take my idea finally.
Gamerverse Electro. This Electro looks kind of gnarly. And you have the rest of the turtles on pre-order as well, or on order?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think they revealed they pre-ordered Wave 5, right?
Yes.
Already. So yeah, I just placed my pre-order for Wave 5. So I look forward to getting the Wave 3 and 4. I think it's Johnny and then Michelangelo, I think, in 3 and 4. Look forward to that. Look at he's got all the size. He's got 4 of them. What?
It's funny that you pointed that out because I've always whenever I'm playing with this stuff, I'm like, cool, they made new hands where he's holding them like this, where he's holding the size this way and the midpoint kind of breaks through. I really do appreciate those hands as well.
And so we were shopping in wherever it was, picking up some stuff, and I got a bunch of these like little tray thingies. So I think one of these will be dedicated to all the Ninja Turtle accessories that I'm going to have to take out of this.
Well, if you put them back into the box,
a lot of pieces. I don't. You see, I have my thing for Super 7 Ultimates is that I order 2 of every turtle. So 1 turtle gets to stay in, 1 turtle gets to come out. But I only did that for the turtles. So we'll see if I need to get kind of extra splinters or whoever's Krang's or whatnot. But
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Someone said use a fishing tackle box, which is not bad because you get smaller compartments and a whole bunch of them in that case, and you can put like hands and all the weapons in each one.
Yeah.
There's a question for you from Felipe Terrazas. He says, Ryan, do you prefer NECA Turtles or Super 7?
So it's tough to choose. Yeah, for the NECA stuff, I'm more in the movie line because it's a bit easier to keep up with, I think. The NECA animated stuff, it's just kind of coming too fast for me. So I have the original like NECA animated style turtles from a couple years ago, like when they did the 2-packs. So I got all the 2-packs, but then I've kind of been picking and choosing from the NECA comic. I got like the Krang in android body, and I got the what else was it? The Metalhead. Got a couple of those guys, and then for the movie stuff, I'll pretty much get every movie one that they make.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered 2 April O'Neils. What else did I do for that?
Did you have the Krang body when you were a kid?
Yeah. Well, actually,
Oh man, you reacted fast to that. Like it's
I might have it over. Leave you for a second.
Hey, look, Hydra Bob. Hey Ryan, you don't need to go buy the set. I have an extra Gambit for you as well.
Oh, the best.
If
Look
you
at
just
this.
want the 2. That's the original. I never had that.
This is my original Krang, or in android body.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
I had
so
him.
cool.
I could see him over in the corner, so I had to go show him. But and then, given what we were talking about, my photography skills, it will not shock you to know that all the figures I had growing up that had decals, crooked, very crooked.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm an adult and I still get my fiance to do all my decals for toys.
I think it's both a skill and also a effort thing, because if you were to use like tweezers and take the time, anyone could do it. But at a certain point, I would just lose focus, and even today. So,
I think I'm like that too. I just want to play with the toy. So I'm like, I don't want to go get tweezers from another room and kind of maneuver it around. So Yoko said, get out of here, Yoko. Are you an adult though? Look at this Saturday morning cartoons card.
That one to me makes a little more sense than the Dark Avengers, but
I'm all for it. This looks fantastic. I think they're all pretty cool. Colleen Wing. Man, so you have 2 of every Super 7 turtle. So what I'm doing with the turtles is I'm buying all the NECA movie ones because they are just unreal how good they look when you take photos and stuff. I ordered the April O'Neil with the autograph as well.
I didn't even know that they were doing that, because I wasn't paying attention that day, and then they were sold out, so I guess they didn't have to mull over the decision. But I mean, to their credit, if we're real talking here, pre-orders are tough, and I know, working on it, and I think their NECA's doing a pretty good job in terms of letting people know when the pre-orders are happening, and then if you really wanted it, it's kind of minimal effort and you can do it. So there's really no excuse for a lot of these things anymore, in my opinion.
Still says, wait, there was a turtle blimp? Absolutely. Are you talking about a remake or the original? There's absolutely a turtle blimp. I'm heartbroken that mine has a small puncture in it because it doesn't stay inflated for long. You can drop those little bombs off from the blimp.
I had that. My grandfather took me to Toys R Us to get that. There was one of those trips where he was you can pick out any single thing, and I picked out the turtle blimp. So I'll always remember that.
Yeah, that and the turtle van were pretty much the most iconic toy vehicles growing up. And I love the NECA Krang that came with a little kid shredder.
Yeah, and the towel, the soft goods towel.
So for cartoon animated stuff, I'm not really doing NECA, but I am getting Super 7 for like the toy factor because I was more into playing with the toys. So there's huge nostalgia factor for me there. This Amadeus Cho looks awesome. Alex Wilder, Red Hulk. Oh shoot, Brandon's still here. Heroes Collection. It's like 5 a.m. overseas. I'd love to see NECA or Super 7 make the 2003 animated series Turtles. Yes, definitely. I know a lot of people are in on that. Mr. Jones says, I got the van, never letting it go. So I have the original van and I have the reissue one, whatever anniversary it was. I bought it from Toys R Us and it was missing a piece. So I called, which company it was, and I said, hey, my turtle van's missing a piece. And they said, oh, we don't have a replacement for that van right now. Would you like some figures instead sent to you? I'm like, yeah, I guess that's cool. I can live without that piece. And then the lady on the phone was like, okay, so which, like, I have these figures. Would you like this for your daughter? And I'm like, she has those already. Like they just
Busted.
So yeah, but I have 2 turtle vans now. Second Black Widow, second Judo Chop Colossus, Rocket, Gravity. Oh, that's a cool looking Caliban. Cypher, Karnak. All right, we're almost hitting the bottom of this box. Hopefully NECA will do movie Turtles in samurai outfits. Turtles 3, I'll buy Turtles 3. It's probably not as bad as I remember it. I'm sure if I watch it, Turtles 3 now, it would be not good at all. But yeah, you have Turtles, you have movie Turtles. I hope they make a Vanilla Ice.
That would be great. We were talking when you were opening the Turtles 2 card pack. I wanted to just state the obvious of how the opening to Turtles 2 is like so great, with all the New Yorkers eating the pizza, and then Kino going out for delivery, and then seeing the robbery in progress, and then the turtles come in. That's like, I could just watch that like every day. That 10 minutes.
Yeah. And they were fighting in a toy store, I believe.
Yeah, and Michelangelo took the sausages as nunchucks. To this day, in the supermarket, if I'm at the deli picking up some cold cuts or something, and I eye those sausages, I just think about that, and I will do that until I die.
That's one thing that like you said, as an adult, that will never change. I don't know if you go into like an Asian supermarket, they have rows upon rows of stacks of bags of rice. Another thing that I'll never stop doing as an adult is just like smacking every bag of rice as you walk by it. Because now my mom's not shopping with me to be like, don't do that, don't touch everything. I see some sort of hologram card. A-bomb. Mach 1. Oh, here we go. The Mad Titan. Yes!
I like how Wolverine is taller than Thanos.
It's also old, gray-haired Logan on here. And regular. Still cool. What is this? 2010. Doctor Strange. Decades. That is awesome. All right. This is going in a sleeve. What kind of stuff do you have on pre-order, Ryan, that you're excited to get?
What do I have on pre-order? A whole bunch of Super 7 Ultimates, some NECA, Turtles, probably a few WWE Elites. Is that it?
Some Sentinels.
Some Sentinels. Yeah, I think that's about it.
The Butter Baron is now the Rice. I've always been the Rice Baron. This looks cool. Nova. Hey, Jubilee. Triathlon. All right, I got to hear about this. When Moses Magnum led a surprise attack at JFK Airport, the Avengers arrived to try and stop him, but they got some backup in Delroy Garrett Jr., known as a superhero Triathlon. With his incredible speed, Triathlon made short work of Magnum's minions and helped the Avengers save the day. Afterward, Triathlon joined the Avengers and has carried on as a superhero for numerous teams. I wish they showed like superpowers and like, you know, those rating scales. Those are always fun. But then I guess that's a lot more work for 300 card base set. Another Ghost Rider, another Colossus, foil Black Panther, Reptile, Snowbird. Oh man, that's cool. Justice, Moondragon. I have 2 packs left. How about you? What else are you going to open? I think we can.
I guess we'll do my Rodimus here, or Hot Rod. Sorry, this is pre Rodimus Prime. This is just as he is taking the Matrix.
You've been to Fan Expo twice, you said?
Yep.
Have you been to Canada or Toronto other times?
Not in recent memory, no. But so like the second year, the 2019 year, my family came out to that. So my wife and our son, and then we spent like a night or two afterwards in Toronto, just walking around, exploring. And we actually both years both years. Yeah, both years we went to the Fan Expo. We went to the Toys R Us that was still, because Toys R Us is still obviously in Canada. We don't have it in the United States. It's very sad as a consumer and as a parent because it's an awesome place just to take your kids.
Yeah.
It's got like everything. It's sensory overload. But I was just looking this up. Dufferin Mall. Am I saying that?
Yeah, Dufferin
right?
Mall.
Yeah. So yeah, we went to that Toys R Us in Dufferin Mall 2 years in a row just for old time's sakes.
Do you does your child is he into this stuff? Does he's like, hey, dad has all these cool toys, what's that like?
He's into it a little bit, but he likes his own thing right now. So actually what I'm gonna take a break, and so my wife got him a bunch of these Mega Man little mini blind bags.
Okay.
So they have little clips, so they're like backpack clips, and so I think there's 10 of them. So I had a NES Classic where you like plug it into your television, right? And it comes preloaded with all the games, and it had Mega Man 2 on it. And he saw it one day, and we started playing, and then he's obsessed with Mega Man, and so we got Mega Man 11, which came out a couple years ago for like the next gen consoles. We got it on Switch, and so he's actually obsessed with Mega Man. So there you go. Who do we have?
Wait, you're opening for him?
I'm opening. He got 3 of them earlier today, and I asked if I could open one on the stream, and then he said okay. So and then I'm going to give it to him tomorrow morning. Oh, so we have another. This was a duplicate. So this is Mega Man in his ice slasher,
right?
Whatever it's called, suit. So when you defeat Iceman, you get his weapon, the ice slasher. So he actually got this one earlier today. So I'll have to break the bad news to him. He was telling me, Dad, I hope we get one of the villains, because you had Iceman, Electman, and Fireman down there. So maybe next time.
So he's not that much into the Marvel stuff.
He is. We've started watching a couple of movies. He knows all the characters. He sees all the toys. He has a bunch of them. A third of his wardrobe is like Marvel stuff. So yeah, I say he's a fan, but he's not like loving it, right? It's not his like main thing yet. It's kind of amongst the things he's casually into. So for a while when he was younger, it was Thomas the Tank Engine. So everything was Thomas in our house. But like I kind of, to my wife's chagrin, I nurture his preferences a little too much when it comes to toys, because that's just by nature, that's what I want to do. So when he was into Thomas, we went out and we got all the little Thomas minis. We got all the wooden Thomas, like the really fancy, nice wooden sets. And then he moved on to like Mario. That's pretty
Sorry,
cool.
dude.
Cyclops. That's pretty cool. He was
It's
into
a-
Mario
it's flavor,
Kart
so.
and Mario, so we got a bunch of like the Hot Wheels Mario Karts, and then he moved on to Mega Man, and then we'll see what's next.
I love seeing spousal comments, and your wife Janie has been killing it with the one-liners. She just says, "I live in a toy store." I don't know her at all, but just reading it as plain as possible, it's a one single line: "I live in a toy store."
It's actually
That is perfect.
it's more of a toy museum because none of this stuff is for sale.
I'm sure she fails to see the distinction there that you're making. That's cool. Hey, RMD Collective is in here. Cincy Nerd, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. JCBA says, "Oh man, there are much nicer ones than Dufferin Mall." I think Dufferin Mall is the closest one to downtown. I'm assuming you were staying near.
Yeah,
downtown.
we were staying in downtown. So we would like hop in a cab and it's like, take us to Dufferin Mall. And then yeah.
The cabbie's like, "Okay, weirdo, there's better places than that."
100% he was thinking that.
Later, Kyle. Happy belated birthday, buddy. That was his birthday present, watching you open Super 7. This is my last
yeah?
pack.
Are they like designers? Are they or like marketing people?
Kyle is a designer. Yoko is in marketing. Here we go. Last pack. I'm going to full screen this last pack. I don't think it's anything because I went out of order. Bishop. Striker. Metal. Iron Lad. Awesome. Another Ghost Rider. Hey. Saturday morning.
Champions.
Different team. The Champions. These are awesome. I love the look of these. Isaiah Bradley. Ryan, what was it like filming Marvel 616 and then being on Disney Plus?
It was crazy. It was funny. Like we got word from our partners at Marvel. They were saying, hey, you know, Marvel is doing a series of documentaries on Disney Plus. They're doing one on toys. They might be interested in doing something with Hasbro. And so I like kind of volunteered for the assignment to figure it all out and, you know, map it out with people. And then they were really looking for people who not only worked on the brand, but also were really passionate about it. So kind of volunteered myself, Dwight, and Laura for that. And it was crazy. I didn't know what would become of it. They came to Hasbro. I should say, first they met us at New York Toy Fair in February of 2020, early 2020.
Right.
And then they filmed like a whole day there, basically, including a lot of showroom footage. And then I had to set up a visit for them to come to the Hasbro office in like early March. And then they recorded for 2 days, a whole bunch of stuff too, and wasn't sure what was going to be in it. And then that was it for a long time. And then we heard that when it would be debuting. And the morning it came out, you know, I just booted it up on my phone and I was watching it. And then the very first thing, right, is me talking in that episode, which was really, really surreal for me. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They used a lot of footage from the Hasbro 2 shoots there. And it was just really cool to see Dwight and Laura and me kind of on that. And hopefully the fans enjoyed it. That a lot of it kind of like was staged, really. Like I always joke, like me walking past Dwight in the hallway, we did that like 5 times. Pretend like you're coming to work and we're shooting. It's like 6 p.m. and Dwight has his backpack on, like he's coming into work. But a lot of the stuff
illusion has been shattered.
a lot of the stuff they talked about, like that is Dwight's office and that is what he does. That was Laura's, hand painting station. That was me working with one of the actual toy photographers on a photo shoot for the Fantastic Four wave that we planned for the 616 shoot. But that is really how we do photo shoots. The cut made me look a little psychotic in giving the feedback to the photographer, but that's okay. It was fun. And we've watched a bunch of the other episodes too. There was a Japanese Spider-Man episode, which I knew nothing about that show, so that was really cool. I made my son sit through the musical, the Marvel musical, High School Musical episode. So we watched that together. And then there's a few more. I haven't seen them all, but and it's gonna live forever on Disney Plus. That's pretty cool.
That's so cool. But what did your wife think as the person who helps you stage all your photos on Instagram, and that scene where you're like directing that photo shoot? Did she have any commentary or like, this is staged?
No, and that is pretty much to what we do at home when I get an idea. So part of the things that I try to do on the Instagram is like, I don't want to ever like reveal things on my Instagram because that's not what we're about. So it's never like revealing new things, but maybe it's trying to be helpful with information. Like when we pre-ordered the Surtur Infinity Saga figure, which is a 13-inch figure, but then I kind of realized right before we were going to go live with it that the images didn't convey the scale very well, and he's a very large figure. It's like over $50. So
I think Amazon Canada said it was 6-inch, which led to some more confusion.
Yeah, so like the way the product name is coded, I still think it should be 6-inch because it's like 6-inch scale, like it's the Legends. Because we did have like a 12-inch Legends scale, which is completely different. But then in the product copy, we updated it to say he's 13 inches tall. But then that's why, because I had a Surtur sample and I did that comparison shot just to try to be helpful, right, to people, to give them an idea of what the box would look like next to a standard Legends figure. So that's the kind of stuff that I want to try to do. And, just have some fun shots too. When Firestar came out and had the little dog, like I had an idea to take all the animals that we've done. I had to like scrounge them all up and just do like a shot with all the little Marvel Legends kitties and dogs and stuff like that. So the squirrels too. And so Janie helped me. I was like, I want to do this, and so she was helping me position everything and take the photos. So those are the kinds of things that kind of appeal to me, and that's what I like to do on the social.
Cincy Nerd says, "Thank you for making that Surtur. He looks amazing." Yes, yeah. I guess that's where the confusion was. It's 6-inch scale, but it's actually the actual size itself is 13. I really like. There was a while where you're posting a lot of behind the scenes stuff too, like your story about the STCC going in Hall H that you spoke about earlier.
Yeah, that and so right,
great.
So like behind the scenes type stuff and kind of clever anecdotes, and that's the kind of stuff that I like to share too. That is, there'd be no other way for anyone to get it. So I like offering that up.
What box have you got there? What do you think of that one compared to your G1?
Very, very nostalgic. Very, this is spot on to the movie, which is what they were going after for this series. I like how they launched the studio series with like the Michael Bay movies first, and then they went to the animated film, which was very clever marketing by the Transformers team. And this guy takes me back here. This is awesome. I do have to admit that I'm not an expert at converting Transformers. Even when I get the instructions, I sometimes need to go on YouTube and look up what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I don't know how people remember that either.
But how do I? Interesting. Maybe I'm not doing the shoulder articulation the right way here, but he's cool. Something that I am particularly I have a keen eye on when looking at some of our friends in the building when it comes to effects, right? So blast effects, I'm always curious how different teams do them, because there's kind of like, it's almost a running joke that Legends has a set amount of effect pieces that we cycle in and out and do different deco treatments on, like the different little like wrist swirlies, the little magic effects, the shocker blasts. You've got the repulsors. So I really like it when we're able to tool up new accessories and add them to the library moving forward.
Oh, I just realized you have the Shang-Chi movie figures right behind you. Dedicated shelf space.
So he's got the twin blasters with the effects. That's pretty cool.
Yoko says, "What is the coolest card I pulled?" Let's see. This Cyclops is. Oh wait, I don't have my camera on. Oh look, I'm a YouTuber. This kind of foil-ish decade 90s Cyclops. Uncanny Origins. Oh my gosh, I remember this cover. That's what it's based on. I really like the Saturday morning cartoons. Little, almost like a What If style, which I'm excited for that show to come out. I love those What If comics back in the day. This Doctor Strange. And I think I really like, even though these are like more common, I do like the card, the toy variants, because if you're a card collector and a toy collector, this kind of goes together. Where's my Wolverine? There we go. Maybe this one. There's a set of Marvel cards. It's Marvel anime, and the whole wave is just I think I sent Ryan the link before. It's just anime style Marvel characters, and it's a really cool set. You guys should check that out. Shoot, I forget what the name of the artist was. I was talking to Chamba, but do you display your cards on a wall or put them in a binder? Ryan, do you display any of your cards? You display your full boxes, don't you? Your unopened boxes.
Yeah, I've got a bunch here. I don't display them regularly because I would be too afraid to like knock them over by accident, which I have done. I bumped into a shelf one time and one of my X-Men boxes took a tumble and like got a corner bashed in. So I was, a total amateur move. So once this is done,
$40 off,
and put them back in a what is that? A little Tupperware thing there. Well, yeah, I probably display those. These are I was talking about the grading earlier in quarantine. I was bored on eBay and I went and I got some Gem Mint 10. So Rogue was my first one because she's one of my favorite characters. And then as a personal reward for the Sentinel project we did, I got myself a Sentinel card. And these were maybe like $30-$40 at the time. And now Gem Mint 10 anything's like from this series are hundreds of dollars. And if you get
Can you
like
hold up that Sentinel card, please?
Yeah. So then if you get a Magneto or an Apocalypse or something, create Wolverine, it's like thousands of dollars. So
wow, that's awesome.
It's crazy. So then I've got, these are my two. I wish there was a Gambit available to go with the 10 Rogue at the time, which there wasn't, so I didn't pick one up. And then yeah, those are my cards. Some of them I'll say.
That's pretty cool. Oh, Peach Momoko. Yes, that's the Marvel anime card set. That stuff looks amazing. That might be my next box. That or Star Wars. So like growing up as a fan and then getting into this position and this job, it's like, do you feel like you've hit a point where you're like, oh yes, I've kind of accomplished what I want to do, or like, is there more toy stuff that you would do, or if you weren't doing toys, what would you be doing?
I don't know. That's a like,
Not Taco
It's
Bell.
almost a loaded question. It's almost a loaded question because I've been doing this for so long that if I wasn't doing exactly what I'm doing now, I'd still probably want to do something in kind of that space, whether it's working for like an entertainment company or like like a retailer that's involved in the space or a trading card company or like something, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But in terms of what I've accomplished and what we've done, I think there's always more to do. It's working, there's whether it's innovating new things, coming out with new product lines. It was really energizing for me to launch the Retro 3 3/4 375 line, which is just hitting now, and I think the fans who appreciate it are really digging it, which is very gratifying. It's not for everyone. It's not for all the 6-inch Legends fans. I think it's for some of them, and I think it's for some other collectors who maybe aren't even into 6-inch Legends, right? Like just because of the nostalgic design of it all and kind of the accessibility of it. So launching that was a great team effort and really fun to do, and look forward to doing more of those types of projects. But I mean, we are nonstop busy with the never-ending supply of comic characters still that need to be made, and all the movies coming out.
Yep. Like all the people in these cards that I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we probably have 10% of those characters in the line, right? So yeah, just glad to be here and enjoy working on it. And things like the HasLab crowdfunds are new type of projects. The Pulse, in terms of how they're doing fan marketing with live streams and social media and reveals and pre-orders, like that's still relatively new territory for us. We've been doing it for about like a year and a half, I'd say, like in full on mode like this. So kind of taking that to the next level is other ways for us to offer different types of products in different ways via the Pulse. That's kind of fun to think about. And yeah, what else?
Well, I like that there's always something new. Like you guys are trying different things to see what works. Like there was the 12-inch Legends for a while, and then now, like you said, putting out the Retro 3 3/4, going into like the role play movie props. I think those are all fantastic, and like the ones that I guess the fans have responded to well. It's important for people to support the product and buy the stuff that they think works, because I think as a company you have to gauge how the response is in order to invest in more time and sculpting and the whole business into those products. So I think it's really cool. There's always something different going on, like you said.
Yeah, and I mean, not everything works, right? And it might be that the product itself is great, but perhaps the consumer base just isn't as large as it's needed to sustain. So when you see, not to speak for like other companies and stuff, but my kind of perspective on it is when you see things kind of come out and there's a good reaction and then the line kind of ends. So sometimes people attribute that to the product not being good, but a lot of times the product is great and it's just it wasn't the right time for it. There were other things going on. Maybe there was some hesitation about fans of like, I don't want to start a new line if I don't know it's going to be around there's no guarantee it's going to continue necessarily, which is kind of like that the Netflix quandary, right? Where you're debating whether to start a new show and you're like,
Right.
What if do I want to put in the time to watch 20 episodes if I heard that it didn't get renewed for the second season? But then, right? So like, it's a little bit of that. But yeah, we're kind of in the golden age, and it continues to keep getting better for collectors and collecting. There's just the community aspect of it for the stuff you do and a lot of your friends and colleagues in the space. I think it's just encouraging everyone to get out and enable each other to get more things that they like, right?
Well said, sir. Well said. Heroes Collection. Ryan says, he says, Ryan, which legend that's already been announced / revealed are you most excited to see released this year?
Is that Brandon with the
Yes.
question there? I don't know. I feel like we've revealed a lot. So I'll just say top of mind. I am eager to get the new Mark 85 Infinity Saga Iron Man with the Robert Downey Jr. likeness. We haven't done a lot of Robert Downey Jr. likenesses, but I think the team really nailed this one. And when I first saw the pack out image with because it has a skin, like a flesh colored neck piece.
Right.
Because a lot of times in the past it would be an armored neck piece. Like this? Or like this. You can do both. So it looks awkward in the package because the alternate Tony Stark head has this just like giraffe like neck piece almost hanging out. And I just started laughing looking at it. But I think fans are going to really like the ability to have it be more true to the movie, where in the movie he doesn't have like a red neck. The armor doesn't go up to his neck, right? Because it's all like nanotechnology. But so that's really fun to play with. I look forward to that. And then what have we announced in the comic realm? I see all these people already getting their Villains Wave.
Villains Wave, man, I'm so stoked for that.
I need to order my samples for that, and then also the follow-up, the Iron Man Wave. So that modular Iron Man is going to be great. And then just as an X-Men fan, I want to add Lady Deathstrike and Arcade to the X-Men.
Yep.
The X-Men shelf, I'll say, but really it's like the X-Men section of the floor where all the stuff is stacked, because these are the only shelves I have. So the shelf in quotation marks, but the X-Men collection, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, Troy, you have the Villains Wave, man. Go do your reviews. We want to see some reviews. Really looking forward to those. Yeah, I'm waiting to get that Villains Wave. Lady Deathstrike has been sorely needed upgrade from that Toy Biz. It's been a long time. So excited for that. MCU Collector says, he's trying to flex. He says, wait, you don't have that wave yet? The man needs to make space first. I'm sure he can get it whenever he wants.
Well, no, it's funny because we work on this stuff so far in advance that you kind of lose track of it. And then I'll see people posting reviews and it first in-hand reviews of the Villains Wave, and then that triggers me to remember, oh yeah, I need to place my sample order before the samples run out, and then I can't get it, so then I rush into to do that, and then they'll get shipped back to the office, and I'll pick them up whenever. But yeah, Villains Wave, super fun. We've got a lot more stuff for the rest of this year, and the 22 line coming out. So yeah, we're coming fast and furious with more legends, and folks like Dan Hu and Brandon, right, on their weekly legends live streams, and all the dedicated legends kind of content out there. It's great to see, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, those guys are great, and they were on earlier today. They're on the same day every Thursday, but luckily it's for them UK time, so it's in the afternoon. I get to watch it while I'm working. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to? Fast and Furious confirmed. Fast and Furious is coming to Marvel Legends. No, guys, that's crazy. I don't know if there's anything else you want to open.
No, man, I'm good. Thank you for having me for it kind of flew by. We were joking that I can be on for an hour and a half. But it flew by. I enjoyed watching you open those cards. I'll have to take a closer look at some of the modern stuff after this, for sure.
Oh, Unparalleled is here. How you doing, Wade? I hope, did he just tune in? Unparalleled Universe is here. He says more comic stuff. Yes. I'm excited for that giant bear Build-A-Figure. That's the one for me.
That joke didn't occur to me throughout the whole planning of the live stream of like the Build-A-Bear wave.
Build-A-Bear, yeah.
So obvious.
I don't know who said it first. I think I remember Wing or Lose saying it first. Build-A-Bear wave. It's so much. Is that what it's referred to now in like when you have work meetings and whatnot?
I think it's still just like the Iron Man wave, probably. But yeah, we should have tried to print the master cartons that says Build-A-Bear wave on it. Wonder if that would have passed.
Yeah, there's probably some copyright issues there.
Probably.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly with Build-A-Bear.
Marvel's Build-A-Bear.
Is that the workaround?
That's the official legal trick. Doesn't always work. Sometimes it works.
Marvel's Batman, brought to you by
yeah.
hyphenated Batman. Well, dude, I'm so happy and grateful for your time coming on here. It's really cool that you remembered that I did an interview with you and that it wasn't as awkward as I thought it was, or you could just be being nice. Who knows? But it's thank you so much for being on, saving some toys, opening toys, because you are, as your shirt says, a mint on card collector, and and staying for so long. Like you said, we said ballpark an hour and a half, but sometimes it just keeps going. Like if you're into the kind of stuff, which I mean, there's still a whole bunch of people here watching. Like there's a reason we can talk so long and people can watch so long, because we're all interested in this stuff. So honestly, genuinely, thank you very much for being on.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure, and we're both talking about new stuff, opening things, or just sharing stories and memories. Like that's what it's all about. So good luck to you on 52 and beyond. I was kind of, when you said like, oh, I'm about to celebrate a year on 52, I was like, wait a minute, what's my episode? Oh, 51? No, I was one short. Could have been on the 52nd. Oh well.
Should I have pushed it back? Hey, you're welcome back next week if you want to go. If you have more stuff. Do you have, I have your Twitter profile in the description. If people want to follow you on Twitter, I have your Instagram, so people can check your lovely photos, masterfully staged by yourself. No, I'm kidding. Thank you to your wife for watching as well. Anything else you want to plug? Hasbro Pulse, go follow.
Yeah, no, just follow the Hasbro Pulse, because that's where we're gonna put all of our efforts. And then if you like silly photos of Marvel Legends, you can follow me. If you like clever GIFs on Twitter, you can follow Dan and myself.
You say GIFs?
GIFs.
I say GIF, but people keep correcting me.
Yeah, memes. We'll just call them memes then.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, do that, and keep supporting what you love out there. And if it happens to be Marvel Legends, then can't argue with that.
Absolutely. So thank you very much. Like I said, I have Ryan's socials posted below. Let's see. You can follow me between streams. I'm on Instagram at Toying Around. On Monday, I will be doing the Bad Batch catch up, either calling it that or the Bad Batch Case of the Mondays, with Yoko, who is still in the chat trolling me, and I'm trying to ignore her for that very reason. And also Paul Sun Young Lee, and we'll be doing that Mondays at 9 p.m. And everything else is gravy. I think this was a lot of fun. I can't believe you guys sat through me opening 16 packs of cards. That is a new thing for this channel. And shout outs to everyone watching over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/toyingaround. People watching, Butter Nation, thank you. Ryan, thank you very much. And keep toying around. Peace. End.